Thai. Thai, Thai, Thai. Welcome, good morning. Wow, I don't know how I look in the with this video, but good morning. I was gonna do some makeup, guys, so I am setting up something here so I can see myself properly. Good morning and welcome to my morning live stream. Hope you're seeing me good. So first we have to give thanks for the morning because we never must wake up to see it, okay? And if you're looking forward to the live stream, I didn't must wake up. And talking about waking up. So guys, I have a lot of things in store, for morning time live stream. A lot of things in store. I want to make some products live. Yeah, while I'm live streaming, I want to make some products. I also will do some hair tutorial or makeup tutorial when I'm live. It's not just topic I'm going to talk about. I will do lots of those stuff in the morning. I will always do some stuff while I am talking about stuff, right? So right now is just really getting used to it, because honestly this is therapy for me. This morning live stream is therapy for me, because I travel from, which I'm gonna have a topic on that, insomnia. And it's not really insomnia, it's just that I wouldn't call it insomnia for me, right? But people would call it insomnia. I get more energy in the night to work than in the day. So people who have insomnia is people who don't sleep any at all. But I sleep. I will sleep. Especially if I'm upset or if I'm feeling sick, I will just go sleep. Yeah. If I'm sick, if I'm upset, first thing I run to do is sleep. So insomnia doesn't mean that you stayed up late and so forth. It means you can't, a person who can't sleep. And I'm one of those person who can sleep but won't sleep when night come. I find myself doing more work when night come, right? So this is therapy for me to go live in the morning, because then I have to go to bed early because I don't want to be late for my live stream, and because I actually motivate myself into doing this. So it's I want it to become a part of my morning routine. Like, I know I go live in the morning, my morning don't start until I wake up to do my live stream. So it's therapy for me. So in the night now, it will force me to lessen some of the stuff that I do in the night, so I can wake up in the morning and get this energized morning feeling that I'm getting in the night. So it's therapy for me. Hi Bojan, how are you, babies? Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you. How are you? How is your morning? Right? So it's therapy for me, because at night I believe that the night was made for a purpose, for us to sleep, and for us to sleep. And while you're sleeping, there are cells in the body, your tissue, everything, your blood get to work through the body, and your whole body, your lymphatic muscles, and everything, your lymphatic system, your muscles, everything just working together. You get it repair over of during the night. Yeah, everything, your organs get to flush more properly. That's why it's good to drink some water before bed and drink when after bed, so after you wake up, right? So everything just gets some healing when you sleep, especially at night, because when you're sleeping at day in the day, you must be very, very tired to sleep sound, right? Like especially me, I sleep in the morning, and I have to be really, really tired to get a long sleep, and or as I said, upset. When I'm upset, I'll sleep, right? It's funny, but yeah, when I'm upset, I'll just go cover under my sheet and sleep it off, right? So I like this little therapy, and I know it will take some time to get used to, but I'm getting used to it. Like for instance, now I was trying to put on some makeup. So as I start, I was realizing that moving around, because I'm not used to it to get up in the morning. This time, yes, I will get up in about not to do so much in the morning all at once to get ready for a live stream, because I would do it in the night. And 6 o'clock is when I really want to sleep, so I would maybe start waking up 8 o'clock. Nice earring. Thank you, Bojan. Thank you so much. So I'm enjoying my little therapy here. All right. So find things that will improve. If you find yourself can't improve in that department, find things that will make you improve, and making me improve to have my morning energy up and active is this live stream. So thanks to this live stream, and thanks to the people who are watching and who will motivate me to continue. All right. So I was using the phone as a sense of camera, what I said, mirror, to do my face. So I'm not going to see properly because it's not showing, giving me that glass effect. So I was going to finish my makeup on here. So until my son come and fix it, then I'll maybe do a little makeup on my face, because I have everything here, and then I'm not seeing myself properly. All right. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch the phone either, because I just see some things coming up, not like yesterday. So Bojan, how is your morning? How is things going for you? Like, how is the virus in your country? What's going on with you? This boy phone have on so much odds, like really. All right, guys, so you see my question: what makes a relationship work, and can cheating stop? Now, you know how I do my live stream already, right? I don't wait till I get a full audience before I continue. I will just continue, and then whosoever come on will enjoy, just join the conversation or watch back for more. I'm going to look why I'm so dark. Let me fix that. I think I'm too dark because I can't even see myself. Oh, it's fine, and his light turned on. Not sure. So let me look on my phone. Now, guys, the topic them that I choose, is something that, I ain't afraid to talk about stuff, right? I ain't afraid to tell you the truth. Some people shield these things maybe because they are in a relationship, or they don't want to hurt feelings. But to me, anything that a person must know, feelings shouldn't add into it. The truth is just the truth, right? And Bojan. Okay, I just see you comment. Because I am trying to take off something off my screen. Okay, I get to take it off now. All right. So I have on these lights on. Am I dark, Bojan? Am I dark? Is the lighting dark? Or whoever is here, is the lighting dark? Carnivore virus is not good. Corona cigar is not good too. Corona beer is better. Toyota Corona is. Oh my God, you're so funny. All right, so basically, what I'm trying to say to you today, I am going to give you advice, some relationship advice. Now, they said a person who is not married cannot give relationship advice, but that you're so sweet as chocolate. Ooh, I'm blushing, Bojan. Right. Thank you. But that's not true, because you don't know if the person were married or in a long-term relationship. And then sometimes the persons who are not in it get to analyze and maybe counsel other people who are in it, right? And so what would happen, they gather their experience and maybe they studied it. You're in just your one relationship, and you're gonna base your aspect off of just the relationship that you're in. So that's why maybe you think that you're an expert. But there are some things that I really definitely believe, because I start life at a tender age, and I have materialized in certain aspect where I think I'm capable, guys, to give you this advice this morning. And if I can't, I won't say that I can't be wrong. I won't say that I have it all figured out. But first, let's talk about our beauty, and how does this tie into us, in the beauty world, in the beauty industry, and as we ourselves, our beautiful self, how does this affect us? um i I would tell you that this affects us in a big way, because when you look at a woman going to a salon to get her hair done, yeah, um she's excited to go back home to her spouse to compliment her, right? To Not saying that she's doing the hair or she's looking beautiful for the man, but it tied into your natural lifestyle, and so relationship does affect your beauty on a whole. So even though this topic is, the channel is deeper than beauty, relationship does help the whole beauty aspect of it, and the insecurity of a woman and the insecurity of a male. So most people believe that male are more insecure, but that's not, female are more insecure, but that's not true. I've studied that male are more insecure than female. It's just that a male intend to hide it. Yeah, male intend to hide it, that they're insecure more, or should I say female deal with their insecurities better than a male, right? So I believe that female does do that, and this is why, as a person, as our own self, this relationship topic, it helps us to look beautiful, and it helps to take away our beauty, right? And as I said, our beauty tied in with our internal self and our external self. So let's get into the juice. what makes your relationship work. For some people, there is not just one thing. There are a lot of things that make it work. But people would say love, and I don't believe that love makes a relationship work. And I'm not saying that my heart is that tough heart where, okay, Thea is just very tough and don't believe in love. Love to me is a neutral thing. Yeah, you love everybody, you love human. You don't just walk around and hate people, do you? Right? It's and I wouldn't say it's intimacy that keeps a relationship, because a girl can not be appealing to you and get you ready intimately, like that kind of intimacy, because you have a different level of intimacy, right? So yeah, it's kind of an intense topic, and as I said, I will hold out because I'm not here to shield anybody's feelings, but to just give it to you how I think it is. However, as I said, I don't must be right all the time. So if your views is different, please share it. I'm willing to listen. All right. So as I was saying, so intimacy and love is not what hold a relationship, and the man or the female that cheats, that's not what get the relationship to deteriorate. It was falling apart before they cheat. That's what I believe anyway. All right. That person did know what they want. Secondly, also when it comes to intimacy in a relationship, as I said, intimacy can come from within from anybody. You know, once you give you vibes, especially in the male department. For the female, maybe materialistic things. That's how the world put it. Not all females are like that, but from the man have money and the woman is in need, then things will just happen, and that will keep the relationship, going. uh, right, that will keep the relationship going because of the intimacy that you think that you have with that person, so you feel like, okay, everything is okay. But when it comes down to issues, money issues, children issue, family issue, debt meaning liabilities issue, maintaining a roof over your head, hormone problems, sickness, accident, you realize that once those things touch your intimacy, your intimate part of your relationship, it attack you just like that, something that you never planned for. You realize that you are in a relationship that doesn't fit into all these emergency that just come upon you like that. And that's why I said it's not love that keep a relationship, and it's not intimacy that keep it. Some people will say communication, but you can be that person who you communicate with good, and at the same time when things happen you just catch a fright and you don't know what to do. You know, you don't know how to handle it, and you don't know how the next person would handle it. So because of that, you might hold out on certain situation. Maybe you have your own, because everybody have their shady feelings inside, you know that. It's like, for instance, you get some money, you and your spouse communicate good, but you just, I'll give you a couple of scenarios where I used to use, I love to use my work, and it's not really work, but my past experience to show you that so communication alone doesn't make a relationship work. And I'm gonna tell you why. Secrecy is not a good thing, and you can communicate good and still hold secret, right? So you will have people that comes and say, okay, they want some money, but don't let my husband know. And you watch the communication level between you and that person. You know that, or the male is saying, don't let my husband know about the money that I'm getting from you, or the extra salary that I'm getting, because they talk about everything. So the husband is not gonna question if you get a raise at work unless you somebody spill the bean, or you can hide it, or somebody give you some money, because because you communicate so good, so you know that person is going to ask you to put towards something that you're not ready to put for. You maybe have plans for that money, and so forth. You will hide that because you know the person going to, you don't want to share, and that also will affect your relationship. So these are the factors that make a relationship fall apart. So where does love fit into all this? Love doesn't come into all of this. Intimacy don't come into all of this. Your needs is just your needs, yeah. And some of us are selfish, and some of us are the type of person to say, I share mine, so share yours. They're not thinking about that you have your needs out there. And because of that, you will realize that your relationship fall apart because you start to think about the person want me to share everything and they're not sharing everything. So even though you communicate good, you really find that barrier between the relationship. There are levels of communication too, because you and your spouse can communicate good, but communicate about what? Yeah. So and three different levels I'm gonna talk. You have communication with how to handle the home, you have communication and business values, and you have communication and when I say religion, I'm just gonna tie those two together, religion and politics values, or socialism. Could I just use one for that? It's all like three, right? Because they're really three different things. But I'm just gonna say socialism, right? So I meet this guy. We went to lunch. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that really that happened. I'm just gonna give you an example what I mean by the levels of communication, right? And remember, as I said before, and we're ruling out love out of this, and we're ruling out intimacy, because in the Bible it said love conquers all. Yeah. So I know people gonna come and say, or people who are biblical will say, love make it work. True love make a relationship work. Intimacy, no. Good intimacy, no. Okay. And I'm gonna prove prove you why I said good communication don't make a relationship work. I always hear people saying good communication, right? Because as I said, in the relationship there are different levels of communication. All right. So we're ruling out the most things that people say make it work. So let's say I go on lunch now with a guy, right? Remember, we're just going out. So we are out. What we're going to talk about social stuff, and we realize that he touched a little bit on politics. I'm on point with him. He touched a little bit based on religion. We might have different views, but at the same time we are listening to understand each other, and we start to communicate where we said okay, agreeable, and because we agree on things and we see things in each other's views, we say okay, that's good. We touch family where we say okay, I'm a family person, I love family, and the person say I love family, but to what level do you love your family? Who is your family? Because I used to think, even as an adult, I used to crave for family, yeah, but I think it's last month I realized, I would say not even last month, 100% January, I realized the meaning of family, like what is really family, because you have distant family, relatives, and so on, so on. And even though they taught you that at school, in your head is and your heart is what you call family, to your lifestyle, to your own comfort, yeah. And you realize that that person communicate well. They like to go to the country to look for family, they like to travel overseas to look for family, and they also like their family within the home. And because of that, you're that family oriented person, he's that family oriented person, then you guys kind of click that way, and you're in a job and you realize that okay, we're at lunch, we're realizing that we like family values, and we like we like to see our relatives and so forth. And we're in a job where okay, the job looks stable, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a police officer or a soldier, government workers, because we're going to use government workers here because they said that their work are very stable, right? So we're going to use them. And you said okay, but the salary ain't enough. So you're a good fit, and you go me talk about it with your parents, and it's a good fit, and you start dating, and you start liking each other more, and you start to go. Maybe even some things are not agreeable to you when you get to it, but the relationship look good, and it look good in the public, and you might take a picture and see that you look good together, and there comes you say, okay, we have good communication, so we can work through anything. You fall in love, and the person looks sexy, and everything gone, and you have this nice looking relationship, and everything going. But you might have some issue at home, and you come home to talk, okay honey, and he's in the paper, okay honey, and maybe she come in on the phone with her friend, not watching the mood swings to see that something is wrong with you. Maybe you have a bad day at work, and things just start to fall apart. So there are different type of communication in our sensitivity, like for instance sensitivity towards the person, because you know the person look good, so when they come in and they change your hairstyle, it don't matter. So relationship get very serious now. I'm really going fast, right? Relationship going to get very very serious now, and things start to cool down in your home. You notice that because you both love family, there is no secrecy in the house. Yeah, because when you just talking, the both of you love families, you both of you share your life with your family. But once a man starting to be a man in his home, there are certain things he's gonna want to stay in his home. And some female, once she start being a woman in her home, because you might live together now, there are certain things you're gonna want to keep private. But maybe he's a mama's boy, maybe he's loved by some sisters or some nosy aunt or grandma who wants to know every little thing. And so that wedge start to build between the relationship, where family advise one thing and that person advising one thing, and you realize that even though they can communicate properly, you realize there is a rift right there. And it's not saying that the family don't like each other, but one is giving that advice, and so the man is more likely to get up and say, listen to me, I rather keep this to ourselves. Let's manifest this first before we share it, because he wants to build his own family now, and that's what makes a man. It doesn't mean that he wants to hide everything out there. That's what makes a man. He wants to make decision. He doesn't want all the family members to make the decision, and so you realize that he has no control over his home. And especially Christians love to go out there and seek the pastors or the church sisters them advice, and so that kind of put a rift on your relationship, because the man can't be a man in his relationship no more. Let me see if anybody commenting. So guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here and hitting the like button. Even though it's one like, I still appreciate it. Okay, so basically I'm telling you how your relationship will easily fall apart just like that. And it's, as I said, it's not intimacy and it's not communication, because you guys may be communicating well, but at the same time what you need to communicate on, you're not communicating on it. So I don't believe that it's communication that makes a relationship work. No, I soon tell you what I think that make a relationship work. Yes, it's a simple little thing that makes it work, and I will keep on talking in the meantime, just in case somebody want to come and tell me what they think make it work. And remember, I ruled out that love doesn't make it work, intimacy doesn't make it work, and communication. But what kind of level of communication? Because as I said before, not all people communicate on the same thing. Yeah, and the level of communication, because as I said, socialism can be good in a relationship. When you go out, you just know to rock with the crowd, you know how to talk about politics or religion with your spouse, you can sit around the table and have a good conversation. But when it comes to, oh honey, remember the machine need to change, he's watching your salary and what you're doing and what you're taking over to the family, and how much he has to spend, and his bank book going down. He doesn't know how much you really get at work for pay. And so you start to watch each other, who is not hiding account, who who come home with new clothes, new hairstyle, and things, bills need to pay, mortgage need to pay, and everybody start to watch each other, and that just put a rift on the relationship, and that will send your spouse or your female outside to cheat. Is it that the woman going to start look at more richer man that she doesn't have to share every little thing, or you're in the relationship and you're so close and you're so nice together, but you start buying each other gifts? I wonder if you understand what I'm saying. You're in the relationship together, you're not cheating each other, meaning that you get your pay. You say you communicate good at this relationship, and you say, okay honey, the food is mine, and the light bill and the water is mine, the rent is yours. Yeah, but you realize that's what you live by every month. There's not a month come where somebody take up some money and buy each other gifts, or the husband don't give you money again and say, this is your shopping money, honey, because each one of you take a part of the bill, and that's how you live. There is no giving of things anymore. And in the relationship, most people will say, I shouldn't be giving you money, but at the same time, a woman likes to be pampered and like to be cheated by their spouse. Doesn't matter what anybody says. No matter if you think it's gonna say, oh, that's prostitution, man shouldn't just be able to work and bring in money to a female. I think that's rubbish. I think that a man should give woman money, right? So yes, I do. I think a man should give a woman money regardless of the money that she have. The man must be able to give the woman money. No, is it should be a mining thing, like get up and just mine the woman like that? No, I don't believe in that. And every time you get your paycheck, you must just dash it out and give the woman. No, I don't believe in that. But I believe that now and again, a man can come and give his wife or his girlfriend some money and say, baby, go treat yourself, right? Or this is just a token, just give it to her, right? She doesn't have to ask you for it. And this is what affected most relationships, because nobody's giving each other anything. They're just taking care of bills, and so the relationship, that spice, it just dropped. I once have a friend that says that the only way she's ready is when the husband comes with money. Like, I won't condemn her. Oh. all right, so THEA is lighting up. Yeah, I'm lighting up when it comes to talk of money. Yeah, that's a good thing. So let's talk about, because we know that really the communication level will drop in all aspect of it, and the level of respect that you have for each other will also torn apart when you realize that you're reaching in a relationship and you're far away in because you now have kids, and those kids hold relationship. This is a next topic that I'm gonna hit on. I'm a single woman going out there. I'm single for most sometimes in my life, so I know, and I have friends who are single who will come and talk. Do you know that there are males that live in a home, or female, but they are not in the home? Like, really, they are there just because of the children. Some of them use it as a weapon to go out and cheat. Some of them use it as a cheating say I don't even know the word to use. It's like a line, like you looking at a girl and you say, boy, baby, you look good. They use it as a line to cheat, because once a girl see everything looks good about you, you're driving a car and everything look nice, first thing she want that man, because why that lady have him and him look so nice and things not going well at home. And so you hear a good conversation, friend, when you tell you, oh, I'm having issue, I'm only there for the kids because I don't want them to break down there in the middle of exam, or the baby is too young now to grow up without me, and I don't want the next man raising my kids. And so some of them are really true. There's a saying in Jamaica, if it not go so, it near go some. And if you don't know what I'm saying there, right? I don't know about the country that you're in, but basically what I'm saying, if something like that wasn't happening in the world, somebody couldn't pick it up and start to use it as a weapon. So that's their kind of weapon. Their number one goal when they're cheating is to come with that line to say, it's okay, be with me, because whatever is going on at home is just for the kids. And That is so wicked to the kids. You're thinking that you're not hurting those children, but you are, because children will grow up, and that's why most people who are in church or in companies who live a respectable lifestyle, you notice their children just comes out not the way they like. They're sending them to college, because I used to go to college, so I've seen people who in a certain class, when you see their children out there and the way how they behave, you're saying those kids are really their kids. Like it's like something hit you in the head and said, what? And you realize those children are stifling, and they just want to break loose when they get the chance to, because at home they're stifling, because they're seeing things and they don't know how to comprehend with it, and everything get overwhelming, and they realize that they grow up living a lie. And some children are afraid to speak out. Some speak out when they get in depression. I'll do a different video on how you can realize that your kids is going through depression. All right, so let's talk about the part where the couple is using the relationship as a cover up in the home, and that will help the relationship to look like everything is okay. And as I said, they communicate good. So because of that, people will think that the relationship is going well. They know that it fall apart, but you see them at church and everything looks okay. You see them in the supermarket, everything looks okay. But at the end of the day, when they go home, it's separate room. So those are the relationship that communicate well, because they said, let's make a show for the kids, because we don't want our friends to know, and so forth. And the man go out there and cheat, or some of them is, as I said, they're lying, and they use that as a pickup line to get ladies. Those relationships will definitely are the one that gets so sticky that it either end with death or end with a sour breakup that cause rift between two parents. Guys, thank you so much for coming on and hit the like button, right? That cause rift between the two parents and so forth, and even the children. So even though they communicate to have an understanding about that, the simplest thing that they should have even communicate, and they don't communicate on them. And that's why I'm saying to you, communication is not the main factor here that keeps a relationship together. And I give you that metaphor there, or should I say that example, to show you that don't keep it alive and going. What really keeps it going, I soon get in that point, because I'm waiting for some people to let me know what keeps it together. And you can love a person but don't want to be with them anymore, right? And that's why I said love is a mutual understanding between everybody. You're growing to love, because you will really care about the person, really feel good about the person, but when it comes to being together, you're just, that intimacy just not there, right? Because it's in our relationship, men like to feel powerful, like they need to, and really and truly, we as a female, we shouldn't take away the responsibilities from the men. We should let them have their own responsibility, and we should be a woman. But things has changed over time, where we as women have to take up that role, because men are lazy and think it's too much burden to be a man. But if they ever get the chance to bear a child, like really carry a child and push and give birth, they will understand that it's no easy side to it. But you have some men out there that really are breadwinners for their home, and they are the one that really likely to cheat too, because what would happen is that pressure comes on them, and the wife doesn't take time to understand the effort that he's putting out, and so it becomes an aspect in the relationship where he doesn't communicate with his wife, because he has so much on his shoulder, like bills and stuff to pay. You see, I can't be biased here. I would love for a month to come where I'm not responsible, and I shouldn't, well, I'm not totally responsible, because I've gotten that, but not fully, yeah. So I'm not gonna say a month, but I would like to be able to not be responsible for myself any at all. Like I married a man and I don't have to wonder how the bills gonna pay, because even though I've find myself in situation where I didn't have to be responsible for my bills, but at the same time I have to be responsible for other bills are point in my life. So every female's kind of like that, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna keep the relationship together. Yeah. So it's not about money that keep the relationship together either, right? Because anyway you take it, if the man have money and can maintain the woman at home is either selfish, or if the woman have money can take care of the man feel less of a man, and because of that he would want to show his manhood, because that is natural. That's what he born with. You ever notice all males, like boy children, they just have liking for something that is only man like those stuff. And when you look at those things you realize that one of them is a man being the head of the home, and you can't really take that from him. And if he's not in a situation, as some people would put it, not bear the organ but just not just have the organ but just putting the organs into materialism, like into production, then put it that way. So you're a male but you're not just a sissy. In Jamaica we call it sissy. I don't know about your country. You're not a sissy, you're a man, meaning that you take control of your life and you're doing manly stuff, you're taking care of your family, you're paying some bills. And so if a woman find herself having a relationship where she is the breadwinner of the home, the man is likely to cheat. Not because the woman is at home is not nice to him, not because the woman is not loving or caring, but because he's not able to be a man to his family. And so that will happen. So he will cheat, and he will cheat with the most less of a woman, because, and I wouldn't say less of a woman, but a woman who doesn't have it, a woman who doesn't maybe have proper education. And to the woman, she's saying, why did he cheat with me with somebody like a woman who maybe just love party and dress up. And I'm not condemning any woman here, because I'm a female too. That nothing is wrong with those female, but to her, she go to college, she works so hard, she try to live a more mannerable lifestyle, and he still cheat, and I take care of him and the home. But one of the most things will cause him to cheat and to go out there and be with a woman like that is because he feel valued, right? So man likes to be valued because that's what they were born for. So they will cheat because of that. So so they will cheat because of that, guys. And we will talk about the aspect of you cheating on a woman like that, what will push them to. There is nothing really push them to it. As I said, it's mostly value, and some men are just insensitive and wasn't there for love any at all. But it's hard to figure out that either. You as a person have to know what you're getting from the relationship to be in a relationship like that, because as a woman, being the breadwinner of your home, you're gonna feel a way too, because you're saying that you don't know if the man is with you because you are the breadwinner. You're gonna want to question that as a female, and you will be more uncomfortable with it, because as a female, you know that's not your role. So you will ever feel some insecurities where you will watch that man more because you want to know why is he with you. All right. And that again will cause a relationship to drift apart and don't work because of that. So is it balancing a financial status that make a relationship work? So yes, you can have money together where you're well off, the woman is well off. And I know I'm straying far from from giving you an answer what I think that makes a relationship work. But the reason why I get into all these topics before is because I want you to see why I said what I'm going to say that makes the relationship work, and and what can, and if relation cheating can stop in a relationship. Now somebody will be there, you'll be watching and say, come on Thea, you know that cheating can't stop. But I'm gonna get to that point. um yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Yes. So no female is gonna want to hear this, and no man is gonna want to hear this, what I'm gonna say about cheating, right? So that is one of the factors that I'm saying that that's why money is not the thing that make a relationship work. Because when you look at evening of income, you can have even income and still yet you're unhappy at home. Because as I said, man like to be valued, and some woman, we intend to be domineering when we have money, right? Or seems that way. And because the man don't feel needed, a man like to feel needed. He doesn't like to feel pressured, but he likes to feel needed. That's it's like orgasm for a man to feel needed. It sound funny, but it's true. Yeah, a man like to feel needed, and that's why you find most men who have money look for a woman who doesn't have money, or a girl that he can take fully care of, because to him it's like orgasm to see as he put a smile on the woman's face, and he feel like he's working towards something, that he's manifesting his goals by, you know, getting a nice pretty lady and letting because when you give a woman money, no matter how a woman have money, there's certain lights that just come in her eyes, little glitter, and some people call those women gold digger, but it's not true. When I get a present and I'm opening my present, you don't want to see my face, I'm like a child, like seriously, if you're giving me a sweetie, wrap it in a pretty paper, that just get my heart bubbly. And yes, it does, right? And it doesn't mean that I'm one of those women who really think that a man must get up and mind me. No, I'm a very independent individual. So for me to tell you this, you must know that you need to pamper your woman no matter how much money she earns. That helps spice up the relationship. So to set it all right, make sure that at the end of the day, yeah, you are able to be in a situation where you can still sustain yourself no matter what you expect from the other party. So even though I'm saying that is not balanced enough income that make the relationship work, still be in a situation where you can balance if accident supposed to happen. Because I always tell a female, even though you like the pampering, and some men doesn't like female who are, you know, can balance on their own, they feel like the woman will just get up and leave them. As I said, men like to feel a sense of belong, right? So what would happen is that he's not going to be that 100% happy knowing that the woman can balance off by her own, by herself. He still want to, you know, as I said before. So even in the areas where you find yourself now communicating on that level, some people would say trust now would make the relationship work. Trust is what going to make it work. Did you know that people abuse trust more than anything? It's like they just use that as a gateway to do their evil act. Trust, yeah. So you trust the person. I know this man where his wife trusts him so much. I know the couple, yeah, they trust each other so much. But one of them trusts me. They both trust me, and because they trust me, yeah, they spill the beans to me, yeah. And I respect that they trust me, but I'm this type of person. If you're telling me wrong, oh my God, I could love you so dearly, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong, you know. And I'm gonna tell you stop. I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. I will listen. If I tell you stop once, and you don't stop, I will not tell you again, because you're not my child. And if you keep on coming to me with this same conversation, I'll just listen, right? Okay, and I'll smile, because basically that's your lifestyle, and there are no grown-ass people where I think that I should take up those headache and myself to change. So I don't know if I could be a counselor. Because if I tell you what you're doing is wrong, stop doing it, and you keep on doing it, I don't know what I'll do. So I always said my ministry is counseling and advising, but I am stern when it comes to me identifying. And unless if you don't know that what you're doing is wrong, and you're debating with me that you think what you're doing is right, then maybe I will, not be so hard on you. But once you identify that what you're doing is wrong, and I point it out to you that it is wrong, and you still keep on doing it, it's like, to me, you're on your own. I'm not gonna force you to stop. I'm not gonna tell you that you must change your ways over and over. Oh, that's too much work for me. I am putting myself in our dark places if I do that. Once you identify, because this is the saying always said that when you realize that you're wrong, that's when there is hope for you. But when you realize that you're wrong and you manifest on that wrong, like you keep on doing it like it's nothing, like, oh, I know it's wrong, but I want to do it, then there is nothing I can do to help you. But when you realize that you're wrong and you want help, then I'll stick around and have the patience to help you. So in that aspect I'm talking. So basically with the trust is, your wife will trust you. Your wife will trust you, and because she trusts you, she thinks you're at work, but you're with your side chick. We call him side chick, yeah? You're with your girlfriend, so I'm not gonna call anybody side chick. Yeah, I really don't like that name. But all right, you're with your girlfriend. You say you have your wife and you have your girlfriend. I call it what it is, right? You're with your side chick. So don't nice it up. It's the side chick, because you're not the fully chick, So he's with the side chick. And because of that, you find yourself in a situation where you realize that whatever you're doing at that point and in that time, you realize that you're wrong, but that's your goal to get away, because you use that work, or because your wife trusts you that you owe to the boys. And then I'm gonna get into that issue too. You're out with the boys, and she don't question it, because guess what? When you come home, you make love to her when she need it, or maybe she's not that of a person who want it. Maybe she knows that you're cheating too. I will tell you about that. We women who know that women is cheating, and we let them. We don't care, right? And yeah, I always laugh at this stuff that's surprising, right? So you realize that at that point, that in the relationship, that you find yourself you abusing the trust that your individual, your spouse give to you. You abuse it because it's your weapon to get away with stuff. And that's why I said trust is not what makes a relationship work, because one of those things, when you put your trust in someone and it is broken once, it's like it's hard to ever get it back. And because of that, the relationship values drop, and also the respect level drop. And even if you work it out and you say you forgive the person and you're there, you're living on the edge, and so you're always looking over your shoulder. And because of that deteriorate your health, and it makes you always in this uncomfortable moment. And as I love to say, the things that give us blood pressure, you're frightened to know, or BP will going up and down, and you wonder, how comes I have blood pressure? You're not worrying about these things, you deal with it already, but really and truly you haven't worried about it. You're still up looking for signs. You're wondering every day, where did you go wrong? You were doing everything perfect. Where did I go wrong? I think I have the perfect relationship, and because of that, I give him beautiful kids. I am always on point with everything. I keep the home right. I even give him right in bed. I do all the openly things that he would go out the road for, and he still cheats. So you realize that when you reach that point, you break down, and you break down hard, and it hits you really hard, and it's hard for that woman to even, get out of that shock. Yeah, some women takes long to get out of shock like that, because they think they got it all figured out in a relationship. So trust is not one of the issues that make one of the things that make a relationship work, to me. Okay. And secondly, when we talk about the fact that we are in a situation where we said to ourselves that the kids come first. Without kids, the relationship can't work, because it gives you a sense of belonging, like you want to hold the family together. Kids, what couples don't understand, they get married quick. Yeah. And getting married too quick, is that bad for your relationship? I would say no. Yeah, I would say it's not bad for the relationship getting married too quick, but understanding the person, physical and health issues, is something that people don't take in consideration when getting into a relationship, because you look healthy, you look very mature, you can take on children, things nice, you sweet, you married, everything good, the house just need little life in it, so you're going to have a child, and the wife get pregnant, or the girlfriend get pregnant, and when you realize that she start to change. But really and truly, hormones is something that will drive, like me. When my hormones start act up, I'm the most miserable person. And if people say me naturally miserable, just imagine when my hormones start to act up. I am moody. I am so moody, and I will bite at the least little thing when my hormones act up. And sometimes we as female, we ourselves don't even realize that's what's going on. This looks like a man that will be on steroid, and he get aggressive easily. His testosterone level just let him get really aggressive, and uh, um so did I say testosterone? Yes, right, that's the correct word, testosterone, right? So my hormone level will let me get very, very aggressive at times. Aggressive out to the point where is when it finish, is like I will reflect and realize what is going on with me, or somebody will say, yeah, you really, moody, what's wrong? And then I look into myself and said, okay, but there are gonna be a point where the spouse don't have time to take time to realize that is your hormone while you're acting up. And because you're pregnant for 9 months, that's 9 months of anxiety and stress there putting on your relationship, that is hard, that a newborn baby can maybe not build. And understanding in a relationship can help you make your relationship work, to have understanding. And when you're pregnant, your hormones start to act up. This understanding thing doesn't take course anymore, because you want things the way how you want it. And the understanding point is the work is on when a woman is pregnant. If you are together as a couple, especially if a newlywed or is your first child together, the understanding, the male, the understanding factor comes in, where he has to shut out everything that you do, and don't look on it and say it's the real you until you give birth. Because as I said, there are pregnancy levels that where a woman is pregnant and nothing goes wrong, she's just that nice girl as the person that you meet. When a woman can be pregnant and she goes into depression, her body, everything, her brain, everything, just like how when I was pregnant, I started to lose all the hair from the back of my head. Yeah, it just started to fall out, like when everything just started to fall out. So and I vomit non-stop. I was also playful, like I want to play, is like I want to play like a child. So there are even though I was a child. But there are points in your life where I want to tell you that when a woman get pregnant, she will act very rusty, and there is a point where she will act very mushy and vulnerable, and some are just strong-headed same way, maybe even more strong-headed than before they got pregnant, because you have some girl who are very carefree, and when they get pregnant it makes them into this nice woman that you the man get them pregnant all the while. And does this mean that these women are bad that have these different we don't call it personality during this time? No, it's just that the when you're pregnant there are certain things that drain from your body, and some people body are make up differently in that aspect, in that ways. Is there anything a woman can do to control themselves during that time? Hell no. And a doctor will tell you it's just a natural thing that people suffer from. It's just nothing you can do as the spouse or the person before you get pregnant. There is nothing you guys can do, right? There is nothing you can do to make it better. Just have to just wait out that 9 months, give birth, and be very sensitive, and don't go bashing that woman with everything she do while she was pregnant. Just try to be very compassionate, and then watch. You can't even look as the fact that as she have the child everything will go back together, because sometimes it takes a while to get back together. And then now, because of that, during that time the man couldn't handle the stress, so he started to cheat outside. Yeah. And because he started to cheat, what happened, he drift from that relationship. And that's why you have most people who are in a relationship, they end up turn back to their first spouse. Like for instance, they go live with that woman, get her pregnant, and she come with different side effect, and you realize, and so you're going back to fight for your first relationship, because you realize that there is no right or wrong way in this thing of the body just naturally act that way, I should say. And so you will have couples that return back to their first couple, or you will have that person still have that person on the side, and having that person on the side, he's saying, oh, I'm there for the baby just born, he fall in love with the baby, but he still can't get over the fact that his woman act certain way during pregnancy, so he's still keeping the side chick, and the side chick maybe adding some pressure to him, so he just keep the two woman and think it's okay. So we are an hour in the live stream, guys. Just an hour in the live stream. No, I know, as I said before, that when doing the live stream in the morning, I do not expect to have a viewers. Like, if I have it, I'm grateful. I don't expect to have people watching me at this time, because I know people are busy working. Some people, as I said, stay up all night, and these are the time they start sleeping. You're a stay-at-home person, and you're working, maybe you're working from home. You don't have no time to log in on any live stream right now, right? Especially if it's not something that tied into your schedule, like your lifestyle, that you really want to drop certain things to come and listen to me. So I really believe that if I get some viewers at this time, I'm just lucky. I'm just extra blessed to get viewers at this time. But I know the reason why I start the live stream at these hours. As I said, I need a therapy to shift from my nightly staying up all night. That's number one. Secondly, sometime when you're on a live stream, and the way how I want to do my live stream, I want to grow into it. Like for instance, I want to be able to give you better live stream, better equipment, and I want to do a lot of demonstration on the live stream, and I want true viewers on the live stream. So those are some of the aspects why I do the live stream at this time. And I know that you guys can watch back later, and I'm easily distracted. Like, I'm so easily distracted, and I want to be on point, because it's not like I was trained for this, right? Like to be here sitting and talking to you guys for hours fluently. So I know it take a time for me to get into character, and to be able to do the live stream. And and I want it to be a full show. That's something that as long as I have my channel, I'll be doing it. No, will maybe the time change as time goes by? Definitely the time might change as time goes by. But right now, maybe this is season 1 for me, so maybe in season 2 I will change the time. Maybe I love the time and will keep the time, right? Maybe it will never ever change. So when you're home in the evening, you can play back the live stream. You can play it, listen while doing something. You can watch back. You can always watch back. You can watch it in segments or so forth. I want to be able to bring towards to you guys makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, fashion tutorials, where I will have somebody, because I want us to do. So I'm telling you some of my goals for the live stream, just in case you're listening back and you're wondering where am I taking this. Why would I come on a live stream every morning that there is no viewers? It's not about how much people is going to watch me at the said time when I'm doing the live. Why am I doing it live? I want to do it live. I don't want to do it as a premiere. What I will do though, I will have premiere backup segment, that if something should come up that is emergency and I can't be able to come on one morning, I can premiere a segment. Wonder if you understand, because just like I said yesterday, that no one person can do a business. It's actually a job when that person doing it. So if I know that there is an emergency come up, I will always are going to come up, I will premiere a stream for you guys ahead of time, if I know that I'm not going to be able to do a demonstration or something one morning. I want to be able to give you a fashion where somebody come, or 2 or 3 models come and try on some of my outfits, do some hair tutorial, makeup over and everything, and you guys can watch back at a later time if you want. If you're at work and your boss allow you to tune in, then fine. And over the period of time, we can develop a good audience. Over the period of time too, I can be able to give you guys some giveaway. I will definitely do some product review. I will show you how I mix some of my oils, because I make my own oils. I make my own facial product. I will show you how I do that. And as I said, beauty, it's called Deeper Than Beauty. I will even interview some people. I would love that part for people to come on and ask me question, or I ask them. So that's where I'm taking my Deeper Than Beauty segment. For now, I'm just playing with it, tweaking it as we go along, but I have to start, guys. I have to start, and you can help me by donating to my PayPal. Even $1 will help for me to get better equipment. Like last night, I was on Amazon looking at some equipments that I really need. Oh, and the money ain't pretty, right? So guys, we want more equipments. We want a little background where I can be able to showcase things. I want to be able to set the camera far off, and I can stand, show you my outfit for the morning, and be able to show you like what I am really doing. Like I want to be able to do that, so you enjoy the full segment of the live stream going forward, right? And if I can get a professional person when I'm doing the live to be here to do it for me, then that would be nice. Understand? So that's where I'm going with it, to do some giveaways also, and some challenges and so forth for you guys. So when you watch back, please remember to hit the thumbs up button and share it, so people get to know. People get to watch. And I would want to be able to stream on 3 platform when I'm streaming. So I want to be able to stream on was just gonna say Amazon. I want to be able to stream while I'm streaming on YouTube. I want to be able to stream on Facebook, and I want to be able to stream on IG at the same time while I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah, and yeah, so as time goes by, and then I'm not used to the whole fact to get up in the morning and do the lives like this. So one of the reasons why I chose to do it live, because it's kind of better for me, because I wanted a partner, like somebody was to partner with, to do my show. Like it would be better, like if you watch the reel. I've always wanted that from I'm a teenager. Like I wanted to always do something. It wasn't the reel at the time that motivates me. It was like Oprah, and there was this Jamaican lady, I forget her name now, that had a talk show. She used to come on every Tuesday at 9 when I was very small, and that used to be one of what motivates me and wanted me to have something like this. So I will use this channel. I wanted to do it on my other channel, but then I said this channel is bright for it, because my channel is about beauty. And as I said, one of the reasons why I named this Deeper Than Beauty, you know that beauty is everything, guys. It's everything about your life makes beauty. Yeah, make you beautiful. It's about your relationship. It's about the how you carry yourself. It's about your whole character. It's everything about you that makes you beautiful, right? And the live stream would be 3 hours. That again too, you have to train your body into something, guys. Whatever you want it, you have to tell the brain whatever you want to get that production out of that brain, right? So I want the live stream to run for 3 hours. Reason being, because I want to do demonstration, fashion, I want to have interviews, and especially demonstration, like when you're doing a makeup tutorial, you're doing a hair tutorial, you want the time to tidy in to. Hi, Juba Comedy. Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Good morning. Thank you so much. I want that time to be able to give you a nice show in the morning, so when you're watching back, you have things to watch for. So, Juba, I was just giving some advice what makes a relationship work. I would love to hear your pointers on what you think make a relationship work. And I just break because I reach an hour to just talk to you guys why I really choose this hour to go live streaming, knowing that I will get less audience, and why is my live stream running for exactly 3 hours every morning, Monday to Friday. I won't stream this segment, which is Deeper Than Beauty, in the morning. I won't say I won't stream no other time on this channel, I'm not sure, but right now it's every morning that I will stream Deeper Than Beauty. So I break this segment to talk to you guys about the whole aspect of where I'm taking this live stream. So when you share out and people watching, they can know what it is about. And if you have anything that you would like to see me do on the live stream, please email me. My email is in the about section. And as I said, even $1, one single dollar to my PayPal will help me to get better equipment to accomplish what I'm doing, and I'll be very grateful. No, this woman is a businesswoman. Why she want donation? Remember, every business has to feed itself, and this YouTube business needs to feed itself. I ain't rich. So yes, so if you donate to me, I will appreciate it, right? I'll be very grateful to put this into production. So share the live stream, and if you're listening, just remember that you're blessed and you should give thanks because you're alive and anything is possible. Now, what can make people cheat in a relationship? Can cheating, so I had already discussed what makes a relationship work, so I should give you the answer what I think make it work. But the next segment that we're gonna get on to, can cheating really stop? Can real cheating stop? No, most people not gonna want to hear this. but we will get there. Let me just give you my answer now. What makes a relationship work? And as I said before, it's just simple two factors that make a relationship work, right? And I give you the reason why I don't think it's communication. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to have communication in your relationship, but I'm saying that's not really what makes it work. Because as soon as you go on a date and the person says, what do you think make a relationship work? Communication. You can communicate on the normal basis of a relationship and it doesn't work, right? Love make it work, because we said love conquers all. When love conquers all, we're talking about spiritual love here. That I must tell you, because I do believe that love conquers all, but we're talking about that spiritual love, how you look on love. And the next one that they say that make it work is trust. But people abuse trust all the time. People use this communication thing and different aspect of the relationship. You can communicate good and family values, you can communicate good and religion, and you can communicate good when it comes to finance, and because of that you said that make the relationship work. But you can't communicate when problem happen, right? It's like you don't see eye to eye, or you don't know how to handle problems. So because you don't know how to handle problems, communication, everything just drop. Nobody ain't listening to anybody anymore, or you get panic and frightened, right? And you may be communicating on the wrong things. So what I think that make a relationship work is friendship. So that's one. Friendship, to have a good friendship in your relationship, because even though you're together, you don't must be friends. Even though you communicate together, you don't must be friends. And the second thing, listening. Be able to listen to your spouse at all times. Yeah, listen to understand. Listen. So why I said listen, and it sounds funny, out of all the nice things this woman come up with, listen, just listening, that going to make the relationship work. It's listen and understanding. Listen, understanding, and listen, understanding, and the friendship within the relationship. So I would say 3 then, right? That really makes it work. So I'm gonna give you why I said listening. When you can listen, sit down and listen to a person that is going through anything, because we can be communicating, but we are not listening to understand. I come home from work and tell you, honey, I have a bad day. Okay, honey, and you're distracted on the phone with a WhatsApp or so forth. You're not really listening to the person. One of the things that help us doing therapy, right? Why you think therapy help is because the therapist is listening to you. You pay the therapist that money to be fully focused on you. So when you think that you getting healing, is because in your mind this person really cares about what you're saying at this point in time, because the person is listening. Bojan, you're back. Thank you, Bojan. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for the heart. So listening is the main factor in our relationship, guys. When you're able to listen to each other, your child is talking to you, listen to the child. Don't say, I soon come to you, wait on your family come first. Yeah, so listen. Your spouse come from work, he call you on the phone, honey, let me call you back. No, listen, because it could be he's in an emergency state. Listen. Yeah, don't put it off. We have an issue to talk about. Stop and talk about it and listen. The minute you put it off, that person is gonna do their own thing. And when that person, but maybe they talk to you about it, but you never want to listen, so you couldn't wait. Listen, because listening to a person can do so much good to your relationship at that point in time. Bojan, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, sweetie pie, and thank you for the love. Right, so listening will make your relationship work, guys. Listening. And as I said, therapy, when you go to a therapist and you say the relationship need therapy, all the therapist is doing is listening to you, is listening to you. I'm not saying the therapist is not advising you, but hi baby sweetie pie, thank you so much for coming. Janelle, thank you. So listening, and I know who you is, right? So listening is what make your relationship work. Honey, I need something. Me never give you something last week. Listen why the person need it. Honey, I don't feel comfortable anymore. I'm having problems. I don't like how you handle certain things. Don't jump to conclusion. Listen why the person said they don't like it. Because if you listen, you realize that even though you said you can communicate and so forth, you when you listen, you end up deal with things better. You have a way of doing things, but I have a way of doing things. But you said it and I don't think it's right, so I just go behind your back and do whatever I want to do. But when you listen to a person, you get to understand why they think you could do it a different way. It's just like a business meeting. You go to a business meeting, and I always said, handle your relationship like business, you're likely to get a better 100%. And the people will say this woman only think about business, but as I believe that anything that you put energy into, that's what you will get after. You will get the best out of it. The more energy you put in, the better you get things out of it. And that's the same thing with your relationship. So when you're in your relationship and you listen to the person, you are likely to get a better result, because you listen. And when you listen properly, you will know what you need to fix or what area you need to work on. Not just talking and it's all and you're laughing and you think that it's good communication, and then when problem happen, you run out of it. Now, one other thing again, I will say, why I say understanding. Some people listen but not listen to understand. It's just like reading a paragraph, like when you're doing English in school and they tell you to summarize. Because when you look at exam failing, like when you fail an exam, or the first thing, they how they mark, they have the understanding different, and the paper, your understanding level. There are people out there that can have a good conversation, and you can talk to them, but their understanding level to the conversation, because it's just like I was watching some news reporter and Fox News, and the lady asked a question, even in Jamaica here too. I don't want nobody come down on me now, because I really don't like to talk other people, but if you want, you can go and look on it. It's like the the reporter asked a question, yeah, and the prime minister, was Jamaican prime minister, has to call back the doctor up on the question podium to to said, okay, but you didn't answer so and so. To her, she understand, she answer, but she didn't listen properly to understand the question that was asked to her. Does that mean she dumb? No, she's a very intelligent woman, so don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing her, but she didn't listen. She just quickly go up there and say something and come down, but she never listened to understand what the reporter was asking. And some people understanding level are different from some, but when you listen to a person, you're easier to understand what the person is saying, so that will help your relationship better. Bojan. So I'm giving Bojan here in the comment section a big kiss for being here. Thank you. So what that will make your relationship work if you listen to the person. It's listening, guys. Listening, understanding, and the friendship level what you have. No, friendship is I wouldn't say just any friendship. I would notice that friendship is on a different level too, as I spoke about that yesterday in that live stream. So it's not friendship like the normal friendship out there. It would be a confident level in the relationship. If you notice, there are a lot of young couples, and especially if you want to know if this is true, go to the hospital. Yes, find yourself at the hospital. If you believe that what I'm saying to you this morning is wrong, just visit a hospital, and you will see why I'm telling you that being a confident in your relationship will make it work. Listening, understanding, and confident. I'm gonna just switch the friendship to confident, because Normally, if you lose your job, you will see that the love that you have at home and everything that you have at home just deteriorate. If you lose your job, you're taking long to get back at work, especially if you're a person to procrastinate long. Like you're hard to make up because you find a job, and these are the person who are harder to get a new job or to find a new career. A person who stayed in the job the longest, that means this person is a what I say now, a stable minded person. This person don't like changes. So the person in that job for 20 years, it's unlikely that when that person lose that position, they will easily find a job and just move right along and make a decision on the job that they really want until when it get really too hard, that will give them a push to grab anything. Or let's say if they have kids, and the financial aspect of it will push them to take anything, and sometimes it's hard for them to, they may be going depression, and you will not get the same result out of that person that you was getting, like the same mood out of that person that you was getting before this happened. So basically, I'm telling you that being a confident in your relationship, that will make it work, to listen to your relationship and to have understanding of the person that you're with, not communication, because you can be communicating and you're not a confident to the person. You do not really listen. Yeah, you're talking but you're not listening, because some people believe, say, okay, being able to communicate, because communicating and agreeing is two different things. You can communicate but you're not agreeing, meaning you talk about the stuff but you're not agreeing on the same thing. But when you listen and you understand that person and you're confident to that person, you can tie in all of these factors together, and so your relationship will flourish. And what do I mean by confident? You lose your job, I'm there with you, because I lose mine too. Mentally, I lose mine too, because you're so daring to me. Like you're so much to me that whatever you're going through, we're going to go through it together. But you will find out that the person who now take on all the bills are starting to find faults with you that was there long time, but because they're under pressure, their eyes are opening to other things. And so you know that if this person was your confidant, this person was your bosom, like really have your back, they wouldn't using your flaws at you at this point, because these flaws was always there. You will have some friends, like when I went into the hospital, and I use that to can use the hospital as a big example. I was sick, and I have friends that wouldn't come and look for me in the hospital. Their excuse was they don't like medicine, they don't like the smell of hospital. Some of them excuse was they don't have the time. Some of them excuse was, are you going to be able to work, are you going to be able to move around? And you realize over a period of time that those are not friends that you want to have, much as your relationship. You have girls that, like, really and truly, especially if you're a government worker or you're in a high risk job like construction, electrician would fall under construction, right? Medicine, driving, you're a driver, you're likely to meet in accident. Or maybe none of those, and you're likely to meet in accident. Your police officer, your soldier are likely to get shot. But some people can be crippled from this, and you realize that this is not your ride or die person. And what would happen is that this person will leave you when they need you most. And they will might be there with you physically, but emotionally, and mentally, they're not really there. They're living a life out there, and they're fed up with you, and they're agitated. They don't listen to you anymore. They just give you the basic needs, and then they just disappear. They're not really there with you to really help you, as per se, as in how they were there with you when the relationship, everything was going okay. So having a confidence in your relationship ties into communication. It ties into the fact that no matter what like what happened in your relationship, you guys will stick it out. So even though I said I'm not ruling out communication, but communication comes on different levels, right? So when you have a confidence in the relationship and you have the communication, whether you're communicating on anything at all, you will be able to get through things together. And when the person is willing to listen to you, You have sometimes a woman will say, honey, I don't feel well, and they say, oh, it will pass, you want to pill and ignore you, when maybe if he did take time to listen to you and come to you and say, where are you not feeling good, you always not feel well, and that's maybe his metaphor. Maybe you're having an underlying sickness or so, and he waits until it's too late, and maybe he could have act faster, identified the issue faster, but because he's there, you always not feel well, so you feel insecure now to tell him that you don't feel well. And then I hear of plenty people pass away just because of cramp they were having, and if they reach to the doctor like 10 minutes early or half an hour early, they would have, their life would have saved. And sometimes the persons who are in the home was aware 10 minutes earlier and just say, oh, you always not feel good, take 2 pills, man, relax yourself, man, and they could have done something. You come from work and you're having an issue at work, you realize you always have issue, but maybe you always have issue because that issue is not being dealt with, and so your spouse is not really willing to listen to you, and the person at home should be willing to listen to you, and because of so you could advise the person, every little thing. You come in and you talk about the bills. Well, me not have no money, so we don't know what we could do. I'm giving you the Jamaican patois because that's what I know, right? But really and truly, English wise, now you're gonna say, honey, I don't know what you're going to do. Figure it out, and you're not listening to understand that. Okay, honey, paycheck cut this month. But you start to think about, I have plans for my money. But if this person is your confidant, you're going to want to sit down and say, okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this month, because let's cut back on this, let's whatever. And so you find out that communication thing come in, the confident aspect of it, that whatever you're going through, I am going to go through it too. It's just like, I would say friendship is for everybody, but confidence is for you and that person who have your back. It's like a ride and die kind of thing. So I hope you guys are understanding where I'm coming from here, when it comes to that part there, when I said that is what I think. No, I can be wrong, but that's my thing on a relationship. When a person meets in accidents, they need proper care. They have to be very sensitive, and at the same time they still don't want to be treated less or different from how you used to treat them. And if you're faking it, they're gonna sense that it's not that the person is ungrateful, but sometimes a person is down and out, and a person will be there helping them, and as soon as the person get better on their feet, they run out of that relationship, and people will say, him wickedy, she wickedy, as she get better she left him. But you don't know how the person treat that person when they were helping them. To you looking, staying on the outside looking in, it looked like that person was helping that person, but really and truly that person always feel less when receiving that help. It's like charity, and when you're getting charity and it's a time for you, charity is not something that you should take for the rest of your life. You're supposed to get up and move on. So maybe that person feel a sense of need to go out there and move on, had was to make the right decision for themselves, more than feeling obligated to somebody for the rest of their life because you were there during the time when I was sick. What were you there doing? Keeping me company, being around, but were you really there? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Were you really there helping me? And so people will look on the outside and say that person ungrateful and whatever, but you don't know what was going on. Because I'm in a situation where this is why I am so independently concerned about taking help from people, because somebody will help you, and I've grown up to see that we're family members who I care about. Don't wrong, aunties and uncles and cousins and so forth. I love you and I appreciate helps that you give, right? But sometimes when you have an uncle or an auntie or a cousin or any family member that do you favors, and they call on you to do something, the first word come out, you're ungrateful because when you wanted help, I was there for you. What if the person is not in that situation to do the thing right now? Doesn't mean the person is ungrateful. So if you're doing this from your heart, naturally the person calamity won't come about. Calamities need to handle it because it's calamity, not because you're dealing with something for the person. You're gonna point out their flaws while doing it, and the person is gonna feel less of a person, especially if it's a male, gonna feel less, and if it's a female, she's gonna feel insecure, like you don't love her anymore. And as soon as she's getting better, she's just there thinking how she's gonna escape from this relationship. He's also thinking the same thing, and he will go and be with somebody who wasn't there for him, because that person is just balancing him right now by giving him or her this self of care and feeling needed and being treated for who they are at the moment, but not who they was before. So you will find out that this is why people get up and leave their relationship after a crisis, because you start that person that how you used to treat that person, you don't take that person like the same way anymore. um so I am going to just hope I don't mess this up this time. I'm just cleaning the lens. I'm thinking that the makeup that I was wearing and I have on my hand let the camera lens faggy, because I was wondering why it's so faggy, right? So as I was saying to you guys, that this will help you to understand why I said that being a confidant in your relationship and listening to your partner, that will make, and respect is something in our relationship that really works when you respect each other. And because you respect each other, there are certain things that you will do. But when a person crave for respect, and this is why I didn't put respect in the main factor that will make it work, because when you look and respect, people are craved for respect, and a man will cheat on you because he wants respect, because he think that his money or whatever he have make people respect him, and so he will think that a woman should respect him regardless of his bad attitude because he have money. And this is why I did not use respect. Some woman said, if you respect me, to cheat and don't throw it in my face, right? Really and truly, a man, when a man is cheating, he is not worrying about that thing. He's worrying about, it's not that he thinks that he doesn't respect you. He's thinking about fulfilling his mission, right? He's thinking about fulfilling his mission. Just checking my messages, guys. Just checking my message. I also didn't share my live stream. As I said, I will just be here and just continue to talk, and whosoever watch back can, have a full conversation to listen to. So guys, thank you so much for coming in, and remember, when you visit this live stream, you will know what to expect. And for who can't stay because you have to go to work, because you have things to get done, I do understand. Now I'm going to tell you about the second this second topic, where I said, can cheating stop? So I discussed what makes a relationship work. I ruled out the factors that you would come in and say what would make it work. And now I'm gonna touch on the topic where I will talk about, can cheating stop? Now it's a very intense conversation, and as I said, to me, I wouldn't say it can stop, but it should be able to stop if people listen to exactly what I'm going to say right now. And anybody who is in this situation will hate me for saying this. Yeah. But I don't care, right? Because as I said, there are families out there, if they had gotten this chance, yeah, their life would be better, and children out there would be better, because they would have a proper home and not a fake home. Now, when you say you fall in love as a couple, what makes you fall in love? Why did you go together? Why did you stay together? I know for military people, they married because of ex wanting more pay. So it's hard to say that somebody who's in the military, they married for love. I know that you have some culture or tribe that married because at a certain age you must get married, and your wife or your husband has been chosen for you by your parents. That's still going on, yes, in some countries, for you before um you you were ready on your own. So guys, before I go into the next topic, I just want to say again that I want to be able to live stream on 3 platform in the morning, which is Instagram and my personal page, and Facebook. um I don't know yet which Facebook page I'm gonna stream on, because maybe I will stream on the beauty page. I'm not sure. Maybe I will stream on that page, which is Alikare Salon and Spa, which I'm not sure that I want to stream on that. Maybe I will just make a page and call it Alikare only. Even though I have a page for Alikare online clothes store, I'm tired of making pages because I really like to divide up things. But because it's just videos going to be on that, I do have a foundation, the Holy Gift Foundation. I don't speak much of it because I believe charity is between you and the person who you're doing charity for. So I do put up some videos on that page. I do not want to mix it, and I do write motivational quotes and put up on that page. So what you're supposed to look for on the live stream are tutorials. We will discuss topic. I will have interviews and fashions and so forth for you each morning. When I go live, there will be different aspects. It's not gonna be all about topics to talk about, but right now, as I'm grooming myself into this, I will talk about different topics. Now, as you see guys, my makeup is unfinished. I just was doing my eyebrow, and I wanted to do my face. So because the lighting is not working the way how I want it, but I think I'm gonna play around a little before I get off. And I'm sure I was waiting on my son to come to change the lighting, and this is one of the things that I don't start with, because I want to materialize on some equipment, as I said before. So I don't want you to think that I'm not going to give you better quality from time to time. I want to be able to set up so I can let you guys see some things going on. I will still do videos on the channel, don't get me wrong. So I just want you to know that I will be going live every morning, and hope you guys will enjoy something from the my little segment here, Deeper Than Beauty. Yes, and this girl will have a whole conversation with you guys without an audience. Like that's just me, and I do believe I have an audience because I have my subscribers, which I appreciate you guys so much. And I want to be able to grow into this, as I said before. I want to be able to show you how I mix some things. So a whole new setup, so you guys can see some of the things that I do and my giveaways that I will do on the channel. So to accomplish this, guys, if you want to donate for to me, even dollar to my PayPal will help this manifest and come true faster than possible. So let's get into the other segment of the live stream. Where a 1 hour and 44 minutes into the live stream. So I will let the makeup part of it. Hopefully my son come by then to finish my morning routine makeup. So it's just an everyday look that I would wear, because as you know, guys, I don't live in makeup, but I will put on a little thing, you know, just for my everyday look, right? So I wanted to do my everyday look makeup with you. And you know, you see how my hair look like it finished. I did started it live on the channel. It's not finished, but it looks finished. And because of that, I think I'll wear it like this for a while, like keep on styling it and leave in the middle, because my scalp is very tender. So I had was to just break, and I run out of hair and don't want to go out to buy it, because I to get this color, the place run out of the color that I have when I went back. So to get this color, how far I have to go, I wasn't prepared to go there, so I'm just making it work. So I want to be able to talk to you on not a stiff level, but on a level where we're having fun, we're joking, we're jovial. It's not a tense live stream or anything like that. Just get real with each other and everything. And as I said, I give you beauty tips, I give you health advice. So if you come on the live stream and you have questions for me, you can ask. I will do some demonstration of how I work with my herbs, how I extract oil from my herbs. I also buy this little hot plate thing, right? I start to gather stuff, guys, so don't get me wrong. I start to gather stuff where I'll be able to do these things on the live stream for you guys. So I start to gather these things that I'm going to use. So I have this little hot plate, because some of the things that I do need to do on the stream would require me to have pots and plates and so forth and containers. So I start to gather my stuff, even though I had before. I just don't want to use those for my presentation, like my live presentation. So I'm starting to gather stuff to help with my live stream, to give you a better live stream as time goes on. And as I said, I want this to grow in on me. My email is there in the about section if you want, if you have a product and you want me to review it on my channel, to use it, review it, or you know, anything that you want to see, also you can do so. If you have coupon that you want to send to me for giveaways, so somebody can, that's a way of advertisement too, you know, guys. If you have a business, to give away coupon so people can go check out your business, and I'll give away credit. I will have some quiz, like, you know, some little 15 minutes pop up of certain things, so you will really have things to look back for. I have some clothes that I am going to give away. What happened, I had buy some clothes, because you know I have an online store, but those clothes, the pictures come so pixelated, so I don't have pictures for them. So most of those clothes, I'm gonna have Jamaican models to wear those clothes and take some pictures. Also seeking somebody here in Jamaica who's a good, I don't know, you call him videographer, that will be able to help me with my live stream in the morning, so I can give you better quality. So as I said, to put that into production, a videographer here in Jamaica is so expensive. I see this popular vlogger that pay his videographer $125 per hour. Here in Jamaica, if somebody was charging me that, I would be a happy person. Yeah. And I realized that to get somebody in Jamaica do this work for you, they charge your arm and a leg. So this is one of the reasons why I'm going to invest in some equipment that I've been saying this a lot, but honestly, these equipments are not are very expensive, and I see where I'm watching some tutorial on YouTube where they're telling you can start off with some reasonable cameras and so forth. So I'm gonna try that route till I save enough money to buy these equipments, because these equipments are very expensive unless you make it possible by donating. So you might say, I don't have money to donate to this girl, but $1 adds up, you know. You are frightened to know that um the amount of subscribers that I have, if all of you guys give me $1, I in 1 month I'll be able to buy. Even in 1 week, I will be able in 1 week. Yeah, if the amount of subscribers I have, if everybody give $1 in 1 week, I'll be able to buy these equipments that I am looking to buy, so I could able to put my videos together. I want to have some nice sexy girls come on and wear some of my clothes in the morning and interview people and topics and so forth, do hair tutorials, do makeovers and so forth. And then this is one of the reasons why I do it on a live stream, guys, because it's not 2 or 3 of me, it's just me alone. And when it's just me alone, it's able to do a live stream and have an audience and to fulfill my production without a partner, right? Which is hard to get here in Jamaica. I've approached many persons who tell me that they're too shy and they don't like the camera, or the few will accept, they tell you that they have to have access to the channel because their spouse tell you that they have to see the income to see how much money I'm making, because I can't just offer them a fee to do it. So you have people out there who start to think about money from before they even hear what it is about. So I decided to do it on my own to take out all of those little difficult aspect of spoiling relationship. And that's one thing I didn't discuss in the relationship. Money will let relationship fall apart, but it wasn't about what makes relationship fall apart. It was one of the question where what makes it work. And as I said to you again, guys, is to have a confidant, your spouse is your confidant in your relationship, and to listen and to an understanding. Those are the 3 things that makes a relationship really work. Is not respect, because people are greedy for respect, and respect is something that we think should be added onto us. And really and truly, when the person is your confidant, you realize that respect ties into it, communication ties into it, friendship ties into it, and understanding tied into it, and be able to listen ties into it, and then love will fall after. So that's why I use the word confident, because when a person is confident, if you're in a crime, the person is in a crime to you, it's basically mentally and emotionally that person is there with you in that situation. So this is why I'm saying to you that these are the things that makes the relationship work. Being a confidant in your relationship, yeah. And I people always said to me, what am I looking for in a relationship? I'm looking for a confidant and a praying person, a person who believes that you didn't just you're not this human that comes on earth who have it all figured out. There is a creator, and that person need to, because really and truly, I'm not getting biblical here, but I'm a very spiritual person, I would say, then I put it that way, where I believe that if we as a person acknowledge that God doesn't need us, we need God, we need Jesus, then we will be more humble within ourselves, right? So this is one of the reasons why I come up with my segment Deeper Than Beauty. I want to be able to give live consultation on your hair, your beauty care, your skin care. You say it look like I have on makeup. Guys, I don't have on any makeup. See the makeup them here? Ready to put on my skin. Right now I'm using carrot. You know I'm a fan of carrot. So I noticed the climate change, right? I was using aloe vera for 1 week, so I use the aloe vera for 1 week. Still have my sliced aloe vera here that I will be using I realized that the climate change, guys. The place is very hot. I started a different skin routine, and I'm not the person who go out in the sunlight, just be in the sun like that, but I do know I need the vitamin D, so I'll take my sun bath. Most people don't believe that they need sun bath. You do. Sun bath is different from when you go shopping and you're in the heat like that, you know. It's where you wear less clothes, and if you're not a person to, it's good for the skin, but too much sun is bad for the skin. So if you're always in the sun and you're always on the road, you don't need it. But if you're always in the AC, when you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you go in the car, you're in AC. When you go to work, you're in AC. You maybe go to a class in the evening, you're in AC. And when you go back home, you have the fan on you. You might reach home when sun is down. You need sun bath. So some people will go to lunch and they will get a little sun bath. But sometimes when we go to lunch, the place that we go to have lunch, this is supposed to be together like this, you know, guys. But I pull it because I feel like it's choking me, right? So it's supposed to be like this. So I pull it, right? So you will realize that you don't get enough sun. And when you do go out there and get enough sun, it is too much for your skin, that it burned your skin. Your skin is not prepared for it. So I do take my sun bath, meaning that I will get up, and when the sun is rising, I will let it go on my skin. Not all the time, not every time, but I will do that. Or I will try to exclude AC from my life even for 2 or 3 days. Right? And you know, when you work in beauty, the AC is always on. I don't want to see my bill this month because the time is very hot, and I don't like to be hot. When heat catch me, I have these little fine bumps that come on me, and I don't like it, especially at my neck area. Heat rush like around here. And that's why I don't wear too much plastic here, because it will start to bump up the whole of my forehead. So guys, as I was saying to you, I don't have on any makeup, so I'll be able to give you skincare routine care, how I treat my skin. Also, I'm using carrot on my face right now, carrot oil. I made the carrot oil, so I will show you how I make the carrot oil. I'll show you how I make pear oil. There's enough oils that I make on myself that I will able to show you on this when things get more active on the live stream. As I said, this is my second morning, and right now I'm just discussing topic because I believe in starting and then tweak as you go, because you won't know what to do before you do it. I'm also, as soon as I set up, I will market my morning segment to get viewers who will really participate in the live stream. And as I said, I don't think I want to share change the time, because a friend was telling me that the time is too early, that I won't have audience because the time is too early. But I think I'll let the time stay. People will have this to watch back. It's just like if I had put it up as a video, and people will go back to watch the video. And if you understand what I'm saying, people will go back to watch the video. So I think that I should commend YouTube for also, after you do your live stream, it's up on YouTube so you guys can watch it. So we have 1 hour now to discuss what makes what if cheating can stop. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to put on some makeup. So you know, we would have used our primer before. We would have used our primer before. I was just looking at a bottle here that I buy something but never read it. I just pick it up because of the need. So yeah, we I'm just gonna do the makeup while I talk about this. That's okay, guys? Yeah, that's okay. Huh? So all of these views that I have on my own, I will try to get people to come on to give me their own views. I'm also gonna remove the earring while putting on this makeup. Oops.
I hope YouTube give me a thumbnail where I can shift this, the thumbnail that is there, because I don't have any alt picture. I have to take my picture with while I'm doing this. And my schedule is getting more hectic, even though we have corona. And I know to some people, it seems like I'm living and I'm not paying corona any mind. And that's what I want to tell you guys. That's the focus. All right, so if you notice, you look here, I have this pimple. When I show person's pimple in my face, they don't understand. It's causing from this here. This is one, and this is one here, right? This is one here. So before I put on my makeup, that's a wound there. Even though it's small, it is. And if makeup clogging that, it's gonna leave a spot, and it's gonna hard to get better. So this aloe vera will help me. Also, I noticed something in my family, like right here, across from right here. More they get older, it get very dark right here. It doesn't come up here, but it comes right at this side right here. The more they get older, right here at the hairline right here gets darker. Also, I noticed some people ask me about a spot right here. Right here, so the bruise out completely, guys. Right here I have a big spot. It don't show because I take care of my skin, so it don't really show. Right, and this cheek here, I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't really show. You have to really look to see it, but there is a spot right here. It look more like a liver spot, and it was a wound. I wasn't fighting, so I was actually shielding somebody from getting lick, and instead the lick, I get the lick right here, right? And it's swollen. And then I told somebody that when I was, I think about 12 years old, we went to Grand Market as children. um I don't know if you know about Grand Market, that big thing that keep before Christmas. If you're not in Jamaica, but all Jamaicans supposed to know what I'm talking about. When I went there, is like we come home, current was gone, and we had was to use candle. And my big brother, light the candle and put it on a Vaseline. Those big blue petroleum Vaseline that they use for babies. I'm going to let this dry, guys. So I put on the aloe vera. I know to you aloe vera kind of smell funny, but when it dry, it completely gone. And then I have my body mist over there. I'll just spray, and I'm good to go. Right, so I'm just gonna let that dry. So that's my primer right there. I do have primer and so forth, but I really don't use them unless it's somebody who are afraid of the bitterness of the aloe vera, because I don't get any bitterness, but some people say it's itch. But when you put on aloe vera on your face and you find it scratching you and scratching you, it's bacteria it fighting against. So that's why it itch like that. All right, so what would happen now, guys, is that the Vaseline burned down, and I was at the end of the bed, and the Vaseline burned down to the barrel, and most of my skin. And this from a tender age like that, I take really pride in taking care of my skin and looking at what works for my skin. And I was burned up in fire. Yeah, I was burned. And right now you look at my skin, I have to definitely pinpoint to show you a burnt spot for you to make it out. Yeah, because I believe, and it's not doctors get it better. And I'm not saying that they didn't play a good part in getting me better, and you have to give. I didn't know them at that time. I was a tender age, so I can't even give gratitude to a doctor. But I know I worked on myself. and I'm still keep on working on myself. So some people say I'm born with perfect skin, but anytime your skin, you can rub your hand on your skin and you're hearing, I'm gonna rub that very hard so you can hear a sound. You don't want to hear that. You must be able to rub your skin like this, and it must hear this hard sound like what I was just rubbing for you to. But you have some people, you don't have to rub so hard for you to hear the sound. As you feel them like that, you're hearing this shh sound, you know that you need a body scrub, right? And your skin need attention. So you have some people that say they're born with perfect skin because what happened, they maybe be a fair complexion and they said their skin are perfect. Doesn't much um doesn't must be that your skin is perfect. Maybe you're just a fair complexion. Doesn't mean that my skin is perfect either. My skin is far from perfect. I'm just working on it, and because of that, I have to work on mine because it's not perfect either. So when it comes to skincare, we always need to improve on it. So even if you're born with that perfect skin, you want to maintain it because sun can damage it, products can damage it. Yeah. One thing that I need to cut out on is soap. So I will have soap at home, and I run out of body splash, and I'll just start using the soap, and I just continue to use the soap because they are there. So I am breaking myself to don't stock soap in the house anymore. And one of the reasons why I stock soap was because of my son and his friends also who are, I don't really have friends to that visit that much, but people who that would visit to my home, and you know, with your body splash, you throw all these aisles in it, and you know people are funny. And then not only that, boys intend to waste body splash, like they throw it out, and you will have a bottle of body splash, and when you go in the body wash, and when you go in the bathroom it's completely empty, and you're wondering what happened to it. So but when they get the soap, you realize it lasts a little longer. So that caused me to stock soap, but now I'm not stocking any more soap because I want to cut out soap, right? And what soap does, it clog your pores, and it easily maintain bacteria on it, right? So I don't want my soap to maintain any bacteria, so I'm using splash body wash now. Saying splash, but body wash. I'm so in love with body wash. So let's get into the topic where I said, can cheating stop? So this is a oil free foundation. I make sure I buy oil free stuff, guys, and this is a everyday makeup look, guys. So don't don't think it's a loud makeup I'm doing. As anybody who know me know I don't wear loud makeup unless I'm going to a fashion show and I just really need to make a statement. I will wear loud makeup, or if somebody do it for me, because I will start off loud and I'll be there until I just go back neutral. It's like I can. So this part that I have there, this is I like two different I have the liquid foundation and the stick. I mix them. um they're not the same color. This is also oil free, and it's a concealer, but I'm looking for the number that is on it, or the name. Well, I thought they would have like earthly tone, but normally I just pull them when I'm buying them and look if it match my ears. So I use this one around here. So I mix three together, and then now I use this powder. So even though people will mix out the foundation, I use a sponge, right? And if you notice, this color doesn't match my skin, so but I use it to mix with this, And then I use it to blend out the powder. The fan is on me, so it's drying faster than how I anticipated to dry. So it gives me a smoother finish when I do it this way. I need to take the fan off me. So because I want to bake the powder while I'm putting it on with the foundation, the liquid foundation. Oh, I'm not looking. So can treating stop? Simple, guys. Yes, it can. You're still gonna have persons out there. It's just like crime can completely finish, but it can. And this way, if you're tired of the patting, when you do it this way, it kind of lessen the whole patting effect that you have to do. Like me, who is always on a rush, I just mix all three together. Like, I have to put on my makeup fast because I have to get things done. And see, I just put on 3 foundation one time. This side look a little different because the fan was drying it before. And then I come underneath my chin here and go all around here. Now this sponge is so wet. And I go on my ears. Yes, guys, I know you may be seeing the hair. It just tied into everything. It's not 100% finished, but still look cute. Oh gosh. I will look back on this live stream like when I get bigger. You ever see some people how they start off and later on you're frightened to see how they grow into stuff. I will able to watch back this and it will keep me humble. I think so. I want to maintain my humbleness. So you see, I was able to put on 3 powder. Remember, this is just how I put on my makeup. It's not a tutorial like I'm giving you a lesson. If you want to adapt the technique, then fine. But that's how I put it on. And then I just use the wet part of the sponge now, and I just, you know. So, do I have makeup brush? I know I've never come on here and used makeup brush. Guys, this is not a lesson for students, and this is not a lesson for anyone. But this is my thing. I have makeup brush. I use makeup brush. But can I tell you, I'm a very conservative person. Makeup brush waste product, they are just fancy. The waste product. You notice the sponge was able to hold everything I'm doing. I would have to dip the brush, and the makeup is because how I use my brush. Like, for instance, I'm gonna use my brush on here, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna use it and show you how I use. I have different brush, but I will use it and show you. But what I realized, like how I'm dressed and I put on my clothes already, I would have to have on like a little apron around me because the makeup, the brush make dust around you, like how I have on my clothes and I come on, the makeup just messy when you finish. I know makeup artists don't show that brush really. There are some good brush out there that really don't waste your makeup, but and not make your makeup really messy. But brush waste makeup, okay, and I don't have it to waste right now, so I rather to use my sponge when I'm doing it to myself. When I'm doing it to people, I intend to not waste makeup with the brush, but when I'm doing it to myself, I rather to use my little cotton, my little wedges to do it, right? And because I don't wear heavy makeup on myself, it's easy. And I have dark eyes around here, so I make sure that any foundation that I'm putting on, it's mutual to my skin tone. And you know what, when I blend the powder now, you see my face only end up cool, but you can hardly tell the difference that I have on powder than the how it was looking before, right? And I go all the way up to my hairline here. This is my everyday makeup look, and I do underneath my chin, as I tell you, and my neckline area here. Yeah. Right, so that's just a shadow in the background. So I'm finished with this, and this is my beauty blender. What am I gonna use it to do now? I have this powder which I love. It's a black opal finishing powder. I love it like crazy, like really really love it. So I will just dip this in there. Even this, I would use it with a brush if I'm doing somebody's face, but it's really messy, so I'll just stop my face. I like this, it gives me a little glow. I have this so long, and it served long. This type, the jar come full, and I've been using this from 2014. That's really like how I don't really live in it, but like when I'm going out or so forth, or if I'm doing a loud makeup, I'll use it. So I'm just gonna touch little, or when I'm putting on, when I do put on little makeup on my face, I will use it, and I don't use a lot, but it gives me a nice glow. I will normally use the brush for this, but yeah, I didn't take them out because I wasn't planning on using the brush, but I normally use the brush for this, but I use this also because my face is not completely dry from the wedge, and I don't want the wedge mark on my face, so this helped me to take out the wedge mark if there was any. I don't know if there was any. I just touched my eyes, right? So this really helps, right? So see there, and I'm finished, and I look natural, like I have on no makeup at all, right? And then I see people put on makeup, but if you notice how my nose is, I have creases, so I will do like this, and that's where my eye will settle. I make sure that the finishing powder go there and smooth it down. Like when somebody have a makeup, you can see the makeup liquid settle in the creases here. So what I do, I'll do this, like the foundation, it just wet in the corner there, it looks shine, so I just do that, right, and make sure it's not there. How heavy they have on the makeup, you can tell. And then I'm through. I already just did my, I really sometimes go really sharp with this, like give it like a 3D look. But when I want my makeup to look natural, because I want to stand out more when I'm going out, I don't give it a 3D look. And when I mean a 3D look, make it look popping like that. So I just keep it neutral like this. And I rather to wear this, and I was advising people that when you're in your home, and I think you should wake up in the morning and make your face anyway, so this would be like a neutral face that your husband and your spouse or your kids get up and see every day. Because of my work, I can't wear makeup every day like how I want to, because I am a skincare person. I don't believe in sweating during work, especially if you do a work that causes you to sweat a lot, which my work does that, cause you to wash your hand a lot, to wear makeup. If you're working in the office, once you're a beauty therapist, it's hard to live in makeup. Some people do, and those beauty therapists, they don't look like a beauty therapist, because if they take off that makeup, you wouldn't like to see their skin. Yeah, even though they are beauty therapists, it's just because they can do makeup white. I love this palette. See, they're all neutral colors in there that when I wear it, you don't really see it, but it makes a difference to my look. Yeah, so I can't see a thing. Everything is just so blurry. Who can't live without bounty roll? Tell me. It's like you have to have this paper. Who is like that? I have to have it. Like, I rather to use this in the kitchen. You have some good one where you can even damp it and use it. I like to use it to dry up water, you know, to clean glasses, just not to wipe my hands. It's like I buy it more than how I buy tissue. I like it, but there are different brands that I like. So yeah, I couldn't see, but I'm seeing now, right? So and that will cause my face not to sweat the aloe vera and not to get any breakouts with the makeup. I do have allergies when it comes to my lip, like wearing lip gloss. It will strip. Yeah, my lip will strip. And I okay. Yeah, so makeup bags. Oh my gosh. And my favorite little brush to carry in my handbag. I like that brush. I don't leave it out. And I hate do my eyebrow and it look falls, or it just shape out sharp like that for my everyday look. So normally after doing it, this is what I will do with this little thing here. I will just use, let me just look in this mirror. I will just use this to comb here to make it still have this natural look and not so drawn out like a picture. But unless I'm going out, and as I was okay. And so for lipstick, I love lipstick. I love red lipstick. I love purple. I have some different colors here. But I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I love the lipstick colors, but I just live in one. If you understand what I mean, I just live in one color all the time. So I'm going to just start to come out of the box. And my lip, I'm not gonna put anything bright on my lip because it's stripping. So I just barely just touch it. My lips are stripping. I don't know if it's heat or what, why they're stripping, but they are. So yeah, they're stripping. So I don't know if it's because I start using the carrot oil and put on it, and because of that it's stripping off the whole skin. So I'm just gonna put some of this coconut oil on it instead of putting lipstick on it. And then what I did was use this purple lip gloss, and just put a little right here. So when I put the Vaseline, it served like a nice little shade with the Vaseline. and make it look like a lip gloss, because as I said, I'm allergic to most lip gloss. They strip my lip, or they leave, you know, they just strip my lip and I don't like it. Right, so right there it looks like I have on a nice color lipstick, but no, I don't. All right, so now with my eyes up here. All right, this is something that most people don't know. I did a video on it, but just in case if you're watching back this live stream, I suffer from this thing called optic neuritis with my eyes. Yeah, it get better, so I'm not saying that I still have it, but I intend to not do too much with my eyes, because of that said reason. I'm scared. Okay, I am scared, but I still play around. So I will put on makeup on somebody and do all these things to their eyes because they want it. But when it comes to my own, I be careful of how I use the makeup on my eyes. So even though I use this brush, yeah, for my eyebrow, I still use it because it's small, it's not big. I still use it for my eyes. Like I will just go across, like I just love using it for my eyes. Like I like using it for my eyes. Alright. So I'm doing like I just a little simple shade over my eyes. As I said, this is just my everyday makeup. I'm using this color. Sorry, this color here and this here to kind of complement the dress that I have on. I am not seeing, I don't have a mirror in front of my face. It's just the camera. So I guys, don't condemn me, okay? Right. But up here, I want it to more stand out, so I'm going to go in with this gold right here. And I start it right here. I'll soon show you what I do to blend that out. Start it right here. So if you notice, it pops up my arch. Now I'm going to go in with this one here. I'm not going to go in with this. I'm going to go in with I cover it so much, but okay, I'm going to go in with this. Right, so if you notice, this is a mutual color between this, and I use this. So now I'm going to use this now to put here to take away this and just blend them out. So it doesn't show that mark that it have there. I use a different brush for this, so I'm not gonna be here like it's just this one brush I use a different brush to blend out. I'll show you in a next video. If my son had wake up and here to give me a better lighting, like to fix the light, because I to get up now and to fix the light while I'm on the stream, it's kind of hard for me. So to let it not show, let me lose this because I can't see with that. Right, so to blend it out, okay, then you notice I use this, and I use this. They don't have a name. Normally people name theirs, so I'm just showing you. So now I'm going to go back in with this color. I use 5 of them when I'm doing this, and this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I just live on those 5. So I'm going to go in now and cover a color, because even though, and voila, it finished. See that? Looks so neutral, but yet I have on something, right? And if you notice my eyes, it kind of in like that. So if I was putting on lash, I would have put a different color here to pop out my eye, because my eye is small. So if you notice in between my nose ridge here, it's in, right? So if I had on the lash to kind of just pop, I will just put like maybe a little silver here or a brighter color here, then put on the lash. But because I'm not gonna have on any lash, I wouldn't do that. I would cut some creases, but because of that, it's just a natural look, and I don't want it to look too much heavy, and that's why I do it like this, right? Yeah, and that's it, nothing more. Oh, and then I had a next one that I use, a next palette, but I think I have one of the color here. So it's either this or this, one of them that I use. But so I'm gonna use this one, and then I will just touch my nose like right here. I will just touch my nose right there. You see that round spot right there, and then I'll just do this, right? And so if I didn't show you, if I did it before and I didn't show you what I do, you wouldn't see it. So I just barely, I could have used the small brush that I have here. No. Or maybe I would have just used this and do like this, just to let it not show, like just take away the dust off it, and that's it. I don't do any cheekbones, nothing at all, because it's just my everyday makeup look, just a nice subtle look, and that's what I will do to myself for every day. All right, so we have half hour left, and now I will put on back my earring. Because if I had on the earring while doing it with the aloe vera, and the aloe vera touching the earring and touching my skin, it would have itched me, because it sounds funny, but bacteria are always on these things. And normally when I take out my earring and putting them back in, I normally spray it with alcohol. And through that, this fashion earring doesn't last long for me, but I'm trying to break myself out of it, not to spray them, because they don't last long. It's like a one wear. As I sweat in them, they just go. I'm not good with fashion earring, but I'm trying to look somewhat different. I rather to wear just a little knob, and that's me. So I'm kind of stepping out of the box. Just a little knob and I'm good to go. Don't get me wrong, I love hoops and these things, but I will, for every day, like this is too much for the day for me. I will just wear a knob for the day, and that's it, a simple little one for the day, for everyday wear. But I'm just rocking this now for the live stream. As it finished, trust me, this earring is going, and I'm either gonna put in a knob or I'm gonna leave it earring free. And if you look at my videos, you will see most of them are earring free, because I like to feel comfortable and to have this hitching in my hair and all of that. So I'm going to look into getting some small knob that I will feel comfortable having. So guys, this is just my everyday look. 3 foundation mixed together. And remember, as I said to you, I don't do my water lines or anything like that. So the makeup is half. It's not even half. Yeah, it's half done because foundation is on, my eyebrow is done and everything. So what would happen now, because this is my natural, my neutral look, when I'm going out now and I do everything, I have a next nicer look, if you understand, more than to get up every day and put out your best in your makeup every morning. So when you're going out and you're going on that date or you're going somewhere, you know, you don't have anything to get it pop. You may be going to do a costume makeup where you look ridiculous and your spouse is seeing you, or the person you're going on is seeing you with your neutral look every day. You want, when you're going out and they see you, they have to dress back and make, oh, she's you. Okay, enough of me now. All right, so what I was saying, that can cheating start, because it's not just this big conversation. That's why I make sure just implement my makeup thingy here with you. Tomorrow I will do something else. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to do a video. If anything, I might premiere it for one of this week live stream if it's too long, or I will do one part in our video and one part on the live stream, so you can see live what I'm doing. I'm not sure yet, but surprise is coming up. Surprise is coming up for the rest of the week. Okay, guys. All right. So can we as humans stop cheat? It's like crime, so I'm gonna say no. But can we really put some stop into cheating? Ladies who believe that being with a side man make your life better because you don't have all of this responsibility, you just enjoy and collect, you're not gonna want to hear this. Male who likes to have this perks in the relationship, you're not gonna want to hear this. But yes, in someone, I would say that we as female on a whole can stop men from cheating. Yes, female can stop men from cheating. Simple no. Simple tell the man no once you find out that he's in a relationship. Whether it's a 2 weeks relationship, a 3 weeks relationship, once you know that the man, and you know, that's why I said in everything there is breaking of law and breaking of rules, because some will lie now when they realize that if you know that they're in a relationship, they're gonna lie. So don't give in to a man until you fully investigate and know that he's not in a relationship. So cheating can go down. And if you're saying that, why should I concern if you in a relationship and protect our next woman? Because some women are bitchy. We all have bitchy side to us. We also don't want something unless we see somebody else have it. Guys, tell me if I look different with the makeup or without the makeup, because honestly I really don't see the difference. Let me like just back in the laptop, let you see. Oh, and my dress have this split right here, so when I stand up, I'll take some pictures in it and post it on Instagram. I hope I don't mess it up with makeup, right? So when you say no to someone, just say no. Because if you don't say no, you're breaking up a home, you're sending a child into depression, because seeing the mommy and the daddy fall apart. I did carry this and I didn't use it, and I think tomorrow I'll show you all in tomorrow live stream, I'll show you all the makeups that I have in my own collection for myself. Yeah, I could do that, right? Like a little haul what I'm using. I need to stack up now, but I still could do that. Show you all that I have as makeup. So I'll do that tomorrow too. Right? From brushes to lashes that I have stacked up. And yeah, I could do that tomorrow. Right. So guys, what I'm trying to say to you, that if you say no, once you find out that the man is in a relationship, leave him alone. Leave him alone. And as I said, we intend to want something because we see somebody else have it. And I'm saying to you that that's not fair. We shouldn't be we shouldn't be like that as people. Okay. Sec- secondly, secondly, we can say no because we are saving a woman from going into depression. We are saving a child from turning to drugs, turning to crime. Because sometimes when we tell our kids that, hi Lori, thank you Lori Faith for today. Hi Lori, good afternoon to you too, sweetie pie. So we can we can say no, because if we say no, it will help a home to progress. Have you ever realized that you realize that they've gone back home to their wife? So I believe that if we say no, once we find out that the person is in a relationship with somebody, say no, we can, because as I said, help stop cheating, because the man will find out now that we female are saying no. So what they will do is lie. So we can never too fully investigate, because we might see something that we like and we want it and we want to take it. But just remember, if he's a cheater, he will always be a cheater and he will cheat on you, right? So once you think that you're gaining from that relationship by taking him away from somebody, you're actually putting yourself for a bigger heartbreak, and you may be saving that woman from further heartbreak, and she will find somebody else who really deserve her work. So I believe that we as female can lessen the chance of men cheating by every female saying no. Now I know the big saying that is out there in the world, every man shot. I don't believe in that rubbish, that man shot. I don't believe in that. And I don't believe that sharing is caring and all those rubbish. I believe that you say no. You look at those sweet babies that born. Let the man go home and stand up to responsibility. Most men who cheat are running from responsibility. Most female who cheat are sometimes greed, or they enter into a relationship for the wrong reasons. So, and sometimes they enter into the relationship because they're on the rebound, or they find a good friendship with the person, and they just end up carry away too far and realize that the intimate part of the relationship is not fired enough, or the man just don't medically okay. So a woman is harder to treat, and when a woman cheat, trust me, something is really really wrong, and it's not easy to be fixed just like that. So I do believe that cheat can stop, but as I said, cheating is like crime. It can never completely stop, but you can do something to it for it to not be so pronounced, that kind of thing. Respect the sanctity of marriage. We all answer for infidelity. Yes, definitely true. Definitely true. And when somebody is married for real, is not that just person committing the adultery. Is the person who is single and enter into somebody else's marital affair to break it. And what is cheating? Because people don't understand, sex is not alone, it's cheating. Cheating can be that you spend too much time with your brethren, you spend too much time with your games, you spend too much time with football. That's also cheating. Cheating the person that you're with um of your responsibility in the relationship by spending time with that person. So cheating though must be sex alone. Cheating though must be having a side chick on the side. Cheating is the whole thing. Cheating is spending too much time at the office, yeah, and forgetting that mommy need help at home. Most of these men, if you realize, if you stay at home and be a stay at home dad, you realize how hard it is for female who have to stay at home to deal with your cheating issue, plus to deal with taking care of the kids, and to sustain the home, to make sure the home is run good. We also must realize that we are also connecting spiritually and with every person the partner has been with. Oh my God, girl, where are you? Where are you? I do so much videos and that. Miss, listen to me. You don't know. It's like goosebump is all over my skin right now. I needed you. I hope you do videos like this, because I'm telling you, I tell people that if I've been with 5 man, that 5 man spirit is with me. I tell people that, but they don't believe me. You once you have a sexual intercourse with that person, and that's how I was telling people about sex, because when you be with somebody, you become one with that person. We need to connect on Facebook. Definitely, my Facebook page is Alikare Althea, Althea, Alikare. So it's Alikare Althea. I need to put my Facebook link also in the description too. Yes, as a pastor, I have been in the result can be devastating. Wow, wow. Yes, most people don't know that spiritually you are taking on. All right, not only that too, did you know that? Well, you know, I see you're a wise woman here. You will bring home the calamity of that woman 95 man that she have, or that man 95 woman that he have. All of those spiritual and natural spirit into your home, and that is why I believe that a praying couple stand successfully when you pray together. Um, this was one of the aspects. I think I did this in a thing where I was talking about find me on Facebook, Lori Faith. I will find you, Lori. I will find you. And I will find you right after this. It's just because I don't have Facebook on my phone. I have to do it on the computer. So I will remember that name. I'm just gonna write it down. I have my little notebook here for anybody who comes on to take pointers from them, and to write down names. So it's Lori Faith, Faith. Thank you, Lori. You're on point. Thank you so much, Lori, for coming in. So when this is what I was saying in the first segment of the live stream, why people married, why people are in relationship. Love's supposed to be a mutual thing, and as I said, love is not what keep a relationship together. Is being a confidant to each other, and when you're a confidant to each other, everything ties into that. And when you have to listen in your relationship. A therapist, a pastor, they listen to you when you come to them with a problem, and that is why they can identify the issue and advise you properly. So when you're in a relationship, not just yes, okay hon, all right hon, listen to understand, being a confidant to your partner. That means whatever that person is going through is not a one thing, you're both in it together. And if you cheat, you're mashing up your life, you're bringing in unwanted spirit into your home, your financial. If you don't believe me, use one example. Have you ever noticed that when you have two couple, the Bible never wrong, when you have two couple together, and say the man go out there and cheat and break the home, the woman didn't push him, because we as women can push men to cheat, so we didn't provoke him to rot then, right? So when he go out there and break up his home, do you know that his life will never be the same? Everything, the blessings that he get, everything is like it leaving him, or she, everything just look bad for him. He may be not holding enough money again. He may be miserable even if he have enough money, or he get a woman that is not as nice as the one that he had before. Things just not in his life as how it really, because the devil get him how they want him. We in Western culture don't understand the spiritual connection. A couple must pray together, also be best friend. Definitely. And that's exactly what I've been talking about from day one, right? You have to be a confidant in your relationship to make it work. A wife is the backbone. Without the helpmate, he can become misguided, definitely. And when you become a man is when you have a wife. A man who find a wife find it a good thing, and you need to work on that. You don't marry because it looks good. The paycheck and your paycheck can come together, your physical appearance. And this is why I named this segment Deeper Than Beauty, because it's not about the outside, not because you're beautiful, you dress up every day, you're in a good job, you've come from a good family background. It's the internal you that will make you this beautiful person. The way how you guys comprehend together will make you a beautiful couple. It's not the financial status or the materialistic thing that you have, because how when you lose it, are you going to lose each other when you lose that? And that is why I said confidence in a relationship that makes it work, because if you lose, all lose. So some people look at it as a one-way thing. If you lose your job, I lose, is basically I lose a part of my work too. So together we are one, and we should be able to see each other as that. You must know your husband to anticipate his needs, know his essence. Yes, Lord, definitely. And so that this is why I deeply believe that we can stop cheating. And it sounds funny, but as I said, there is nothing that can completely stop in life. We can stop lying as people. It's hard, and it's also hard to stop cheating, because people, that's the way how people made up of. But you can lower the rate of cheating, because as I said, if you're not a good investigator, some people are good at covering it up. But when a man come to you and you know that the man is in a relationship, even if he's in a 2-week relationship, tell him no, kill him with no, let him go and work out and find his headspace before he comes toward you with a relationship. And as I said, most people won't like my little morning segment, because I won't hold back, guys. I don't intend to hurt people's feelings. I'm here to tell you the truth. I won't take side. Love does not make a relationship work. Being a good communicator doesn't make it work, because communicating is all so tied in on different aspect of the relationship. You can communicate good and money, but you can't communicate good and family values and Christian values, religion values, politics values. And so these are the little things that will break your relationship. So when the Bible was talking about an unequal yoke, he wasn't just talking about religion alone. It was basically talking on everything. You are not becoming like a one person, as in you're one minded, but a one person that see things on a mutual basis. One of the things that break up homes too are wives who are married to their husband, and before they were married they were not acting spiritually or religiously, and then find themselves in a religiously, because sometimes people get their calling after marriage, because marriage cleanses the body. Once you married and you ask God to bless the union, your body becomes cleansed of all the it doesn't, and you ask forgiveness, because if you are a person to talk to God, it cleanses you from all the fornication that you did before. And so if you prayed about it and ask for forgiveness, sometimes some people are lucky to realize that they get the forgiveness because of how they live their lifestyle and willing to change and willing to accept change, because no one can change themselves. You have to accept change. Some people do not accept change, and that's why they are always in their present condition, because when they see things changing in their life, they think it's bad happening to them, when you just need to accept that change and manifest toward a new path. Changes is good. Some people are harder to accept changes, and so you realize that in life that you look at things the wrong way. But say you get your nice forgiveness and you feel good, and things start to happen, the Holy Ghost starts to hit you, or say not the Holy Ghost, say you don't believe in spirit, say you get a calling. We would use that word, people said calling, where you start to feel spiritual in your home, or you start to read your Bible, or you maybe go with your girlfriend and they're talking about God, and you say, let me go home and try to find out who is this God she's talking about. And right there and then you maybe in your car and you hear a pastor comes on, you may be not the person to listen to it. So you're in your marriage, your husband don't know if you as this person, but all of a sudden you find this newfound interest. your husband not into that. I'm tired to hear. And my motivational Christian channel, I have people who emailed me to let me know that their husband not speaking to them no more because they're in a situation where they start to go to church where the husband not a believer. And this is what we call an equally yoke. When you're not a believer, you don't see eye to eye on certain things, not just church, but also on family values and financial values, and also how to keep the home. There should be no difference between a husband and his wife. One minded or one solitary movement is bound for. Definitely, definitely, Lori, definitely. You understand the level of where I'm getting at. And so this is what will cause the relationship to break. And this is why you have so many cheaters. Because I do believe there are men out there that do not cheat. Yeah, and that is when they have an understanding, when they are a ride or die couple, that they don't cheat. And it it sounds bad, but a man who is not spiritually inclined, like doesn't have any spiritual belief, are more likely to cheat than a man that does. Even though some people are spiritually mature, they will cheat also, but know that it is wrong. But a man who cheat will tell you. I have friends who tell me there's no way they can keep one woman, and I will look at them and say, does the woman here know that? Well, she must know that by now, because I was with somebody before I was with her. And I'm saying that relationship cannot be healthy. And sometimes you wonder why you're not flourishing in life, why somebody else is making it and you're not making it, and you're doing everything, because there are unwanted spiritual forces surround your life that need to get away from it. And you realize that it seems like you're making, but all your money is going into accidents, family issue, family problem. You're just having problem one behind the other. You realize that some of us are suffering from depression, anxiety, BP, blood pressure, we get cancer easy because our cells is working up, our body is working up more than what is supposed to work. You're not working up for any good energy, if you get what I'm saying. And so because of that, do you know also know that men can carry disease from a next woman to a next woman? And I'm not talking about sexually transmitted disease. I'm talking about cancer here, like womb cancer. A man can carry womb cancer to you. You're in your marriage and you realize that you can't have any kids. If the man have certain kind of STDs because of his cheating issues and is not cheated properly, you realize you're home trying to get pregnant and can't get pregnant because likely you might think you have a yeast infection or so forth, and they're trying your home remedy. I notice most people live on YouTube for home remedies, and which is good because I do give them. And you're there cheating, thinking that you have a yeast infection or your kidney just need flush or something like that, when the man cheat and carry a STD come give you, and you're there trying for a baby and can't get a baby. And if you do get a baby, something wrong with the child because there are STDs in the relationship that need to fix and don't fix. Some people cover up their sexuality over a period of time. There should be no okay. Yes. So there was a notification just comes on, distract me. Okay. Right. So all of this tied into everything that we are as a person and how we see our life. So don't just run into a relationship because it looks good, because family going to say you match, because you realize that you can pay bills together and you can drive a nice car and you can take pictures together and you can go on social medias and friends can say, oh, you're talking to that person. That's not what make your relationship work. Always know that. And hello again, Bojan. Thank you so much for coming by, Bojan. How are you again? How is the day going? Bojan always come to just look and peek to make sure I'm okay. You are indeed seeing all clearly. Thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. Right. And so, guys, I'm here to motivate you in a way that I don't think I get it all figured out. And yes, everything I'm saying that is on point. But I do believe that mature enough and experienced enough to give you advice that you can go home and look into and materialize and start to work and to know that you can work on your relationship and you can make it better. So now, after discussing these two topics with you guys, any views that maybe you're in the situation and you feel like you're chopped and how to fix it, I'm just going to give you an aspect. If you're already in your relationship and you were in there for the wrong reason, do you run out? No. Can it be fixed? Yes, it can. It's a simple fix, because if you have the mind and the heart to be in your relationship because it was of material values, it was of because it looked good, because the friends take care, dear, we'll stop by again soon. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you for coming by, and I will come and look for you as soon as I'm through. Right? Do you you were in there because of that? Do you should you run out of your relationship? As I tell you before, no. Start to communicate and have meetings with your spouse. Sound bad? Meetings? Yes, start to have meetings, start to have dates. Then people would call them dates, right? I said meetings because I don't want you to I don't use the word date, and I'm going to tell you why. As we're wrapping up to end the live stream, it's 3 hour. Reason why I'm not using date, I'm not using date because date can sometimes be distracting because of where you go. You don't get time to talk. You might buck up on friends. You might have date night and think that. I'm talking a one-on-one meeting with you and your spouse, maybe over tea, maybe not when he's hungry, but when you really, because sometimes you cook dinner, you want to have talk, and the man said, "Love me, let me eat. No, I'm hungry. No, I'm not talking during those time." So this is why I call it meeting. Have meeting with your couple where now you're gonna sit down and discuss things, and you're gonna work on it, and without the tension, without the arguments and so forth, and start to work on your relationship and get it to where you want it. And as I said, I will not hide it, I will not pretty it up. I'm a firm believer in Jesus. I believe that with him anything is possible, and I believe that if you start praying together, start reading together, and not just read the Bible, read books together, share views together, try to spend time together without social media and TV. I notice some couple can't be in a home and the TV or radio on. It's like they have to have that, and true that you don't know how you will react if you don't have these things around. One if you have to be on your phone, honey, look here, and you're laughing. No, and the only time that you don't have social media and gossip or people or friends around you or listen to some music is when you're making love. That's not healthy. So you should find time where you guys can comprehend and spend time together without all of these distraction around, and so that can help you to work on your relationship. And if you're cheating, stop, because if you're in a financial difficulty situation, trust me, those cheating are causing you to in a financial strain. Not because you're spending extra money, but you don't know the person who you're cheating with, their background, and the person that they have sex with from years back or before. They have unwanted spirit coming with them. Oh, this woman is mad, maybe you're saying. But I'll do a next tutorial, or maybe I'll do a video on what I mean by unwanted spirit, because when you're married you become one. When you're together you become one. Once you start to have sex, you and that person connect together in some spiritual connection. It's in the Bible, so go and read it. So you will know definitely that you are in a, it's even in sickness you can know. Just like if a man and a woman get pregnant, well, man and a woman get pregnant, well, if a man get the woman pregnant, you will realize that the man is likely to have the symptoms than the female. How that is? Because they are connected. Yeah, they're connecting as person. You can be at work and know that your spouse ain't feeling good. You just have this feeling that you need to call her or you need to call him. Now this is when you're really connecting, guys, and you don't want to mess up a connection like that. You can just look at your spouse's face and know that something is not right, and maybe know exactly what it is. And I'm not talking about when the person is grumpy, or you just know that something is not right. And as I said, guys, you can work on your relationship, and remember, cheating can as I said, nothing bad in life can ever stop right now. Only God can stop it. But we can lessen breaking up people's home, breaking up what two good people build over the years, just by simply saying no if you know somebody is with somebody. Even if it's a 2 week, if they just have a baby and they're going through a rough situation, allow them to work it up. Because if you go and take up that person, you're taking up the same stress, and that person is going to end up do you worse, because they're just scared at the moment and need time to heal, to get through their moment. If you realize that you like the person, you want the best for them, you would want them to fix their happy home, you would want them to fix their relationship. Some of them say can't fix, but later on you notice you're with the person, you find out they've gone back to their baby mother, or they gone back to their wife, because over a period of time the heart heals. So try to stay out of people's relationship, no matter how difficult their relationship is. If it was that bad, why are they still there fighting? Why didn't you just leave completely? And that's my point right there. So allow people to work out their situation completely. Allow them, give them time to heal. Don't be a rebounder, because as I said, that rebounder will bound you to depression and heartache and stress later on in life. Guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned tomorrow for one more segment, Deeper Than Beauty. Share out the live stream and watch back. If you're busy and you're at work and you're doing something, or you come from home, just play, and while you're at it, remember to subscribe. And as I said, guys, what is Deeper Than Beauty? Beauty revolves about everything about us, and tied into the tutorials that I will do on here, the makeover, the fashion show that I'm going to come up with, beauty hacks, and also showing you how I make some of my natural oils and products and so forth, because I hardly buy stuff out there, only materials to work. So I make all of my things that I work with. Hardly you will ever find me with any genetic products. I will also do product reviews of products that I do use, or if people send me to use them, and also review them. I will post that on here also, and I still continue to give you beautiful videos. But this is my segment, Deeper Than Beauty. I will interview some people who want to be interviewed. If you want to contact me, if you think there is something I can work on, something that I can do better to make this live stream work, email me. And if you want to see me have better equipment, so when I start to do all these beautiful things, just donate $1 to my PayPal. Will do whatever you want to donate. I will greatly appreciate it. The link is in the description. And thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned again for tomorrow. Kisses and bye. This time I'll know how to lock off the live stream. This is THEA. Thank you so much, guys.